The dump stork.
The dump stork. Sometimes the stork takes a dump, Ken. Have you thought of it? Dude, you missed the game that I was playing earlier. That shit was fucking nuts. The convenience store where you play as a girl who works in a convenience store. Vince, why are all these bald men attaching themselves to me? How'd you know I'm like... Dude.
Help me! I'm wired with explosives.
I don't care. Bye. I don't think this is working. Uh-oh. Donkeys will wreck your ship, by the way. Did you know that?
What?
Donkeys are used to protect farmland. No! You...
Gwent.
I don't know. Uh-oh. I got... I did it again! My hand wasn't on the keyboard and I missed it. I feel like every chapter I've done that once. Merry Christmas, East Coast people. I shot again. Maybe we need to see that a third time. Yes! Woo!
Nice. Fuck yeah.
That was my second attempt on the fucking second phase, dude. Oh! Oh! They'll never find me. Ever. Oh shit. He found me! Okay. Bye, Gail. I love you. I beat him.
Nice job.
I wear your skin now. What the fuck, dude? I did it though, Kevin. Too. I could, dude. I put on Parks and Rec. He's back.
Oh.
It explains everything. Everything. Was that? Oh my god! I read that as Nazi pizza.
Oh my god.
I just saw.
Wow.
Look, I just saw like that. Look.
Yeah, I glanced. Oh my god, it's Nazi pizza.
It's Nazi pizza. That's a window. That was a really clean window. It came aggressively. It was so fast. Okay. Oh man.
Toast.
I didn't think about that.
It's alright.
I mean, I'm not one to talk. I remember I froze up on.
Run! Pills!
Cards! It's a pill coming! No. Fuck you and your bubbles. Fuck your bubbles!
I can't wait until they let me fight. I give up.
Don't tell me you're
Okay. Alright. A little more aggressive than I thought. Shit! Get off my ass, you bitch! Fuck you! Woo! Fuck you! I know. Oh my god! Fucking Caden's reaction to that. Oh my god! He's right there. Oh! 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 I'm a monster! Said that you bring the ultra strong Charmin because you don't want lint in your asshole.
Yeah, no, you can't use the ultra soft toilet paper. As a guy, I don't know if you know that. So maybe it's made for women because as a man, with increased testosterone, right? This is proven. You just have like a hairier ass hole. Like, so you can't really, you need like strong toilet paper, all right? Or else it just gets shredded and does not do its job.
The fuck, do you have sandpaper in your ass?
I'm telling you, I have a man's ass and I can't help it.
Okay, huh.
Yeah, it'll shred right through that weak stuff.
But a lady's ass won't.
Yeah, ladies' assholes are delicate and soft. That ultra soft toilet paper just glides right over.
Amazing. Oh, look at that. I'm liked.
You ever get any of these guys? Oh!
That was your kill. Roll. Fucking with my button. I had to fuck with my button. Hi! I don't feel so sick as I did yesterday. Hello. I don't know what I'm going to play yet. I don't have a plan. But I have a lot of horror games, so who knows? How are you guys? How's Saturday? How is your Saturday? Okay. Got the fog tonight. Ooh. Horror movie for a horror night. Okay. Yeah. Hi. Let's see how everyone is, and I'm being left on. I'm just, hey, no one's talking to me. Hi. I don't know what I want to do today. Hi.
What do you feel like doing?
Howdy. Hey, Dylan. Long time no see, dude.
Would you consider Terraria a horror game?
No, I don't want to play Terraria.
Wait, I wasn't asking if you wanted to play it. I was just talking in general.
No, it's not a horror game.
All right, whatever.
What?
It's scary, all right? It's scary at times. Bosses are hard.
I was gonna check out something. Because I know there's a new Onimusha, but I don't want to spend $50 for an older game. Never mind. You dropped back in August. I've been on the road Monday through Friday inspecting fire extinguishers. That's awesome, dude. I'm happy to hear that. Oh yeah. Staying busy is always really good. You Dinkerson. Are we not doing Layers of Fear anymore, Kevin?
Did you want to?
I don't really want to play that right now.
We'll do it next week then.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what I wanted to do today. I was kind of sick yesterday, so kind of put a, it's kind of felt like I feel like a wet blanket right now. Like I'm like all over the place and I don't know what I want to do. In a way, sometimes I don't want to do anything. So I got some new ones, I got some old ones. I feel like this list feels incomplete. I had another what are these? Oh, I don't give a fuck about that. Night Rain can be scary, seriously. No, we were playing Night Rain yesterday. The only thing I don't like about streaming Night Rain is I don't feel like I'm as engaging. So, and I like sitting around and hanging out.
We can play Night Rain if you want.
Morgue? I've done Mortuary's Assistant like a long time ago. Is Morgue a complete?
That was fun.
Yeah. Any favorite games dying? It kind of feels you depressed. Are you talking about Destiny? Mortuary Assistant? Yeah, I don't really like that game that much.
Yeah, Destiny 2. It's shutting down. It's
I
like
played it a long
they're not
time
doing
ago.
any more patches for it.
Mortuary Assistant right here. I already played it. Back when it came out. I was trying to think what I could do because, like, last few times. I mean, Kevin wanted to speed through Directive 8020. We run a convenience store to check out. Oh, Hellmart. I didn't pick it up. Because it wasn't on sale. I'm on a super no buy right now. Like, I don't even want to pick up, it was Hellmart. It's $15, but I'm not spending $15 right now. As it's like, I have Outer Wilds in my cart's $12.50, and even like I'm kind of sitting there like, do I want to spend $12.50 on a game from 2019? Which isn't a lot of money, but I don't want to spend it. If it's picked up, it's my boyfriend getting it for me. Yeah, right? Same. That's like Kevin. I'm so behind games, hoping they do Lord of the Rings open world game with every. Aren't they doing a new Lord of the Rings game?
Yeah, there's something Lord of the Rings open world RPG from the people that made Kingdom Come Deliverance. So it should be really crazy, actually.
It's $12.50 for, and it's also the fact that I have so many games. So many. Let's see. I have I don't know what to do today. That's a whole new Xbox just to fit that game on one console. Kevin, help me.
Uh,
And give me a serious option.
uh,
Not Terraria. Kevin likes to just like
uh,
tell me things he wants me to play with him.
you wanted it to be single player, not co-op?
Well, I'm talking horror. I know. I need to do the wheel. We might have to do the. You know what it is? I don't want to type them all up. Can I copy and
I
paste?
mean, you could do Mortuary's Assistant.
No, I don't really want to play Mortuary's Assistant. I have the
Why don't
killing.
you pick something new that you haven't played?
I could. What kind of horror should we try?
Didn't you get like?
I bought a bunch. Yeah.
Pick one. Just start going through them. Variety horror game day. Give it 30 minutes. If it sucks, shelf it. Go to the next one. You had like 5 of them you picked up. 4 or 5 of them. Grab.
I installed a bunch.
Hop in. Just dive in.
Let's do Growing My Grandpa.
Yeah, try that.
Let's try this one. This is a weird one. Hi, Slim. Look, it's so weird, it's small. There. I don't want jump scary games, to be honest. I'm so sick of them. Like, full disclosure with like horror games, if it's like those jump scary stream bait games, I don't want to play them. I'm so tired of those. That's all that comes out now, Kevin. It's like it's a horror game. It's like just scary. It's just like boo scary, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to be boo scared. I don't like being boo scared. So, would I like to view the tutorial regarding the basic game mechanics? This game is designed to be played with a mouse. The input required of you is based around clicking the mouse buttons. The right mouse will change the cursor's image and function. Only when pointing, indicated by the extended index finger, can you, the player, interact with certain... I'm okay with jump scares in horror games, but I hate them in horror movies, sorry. I hate them in games. Can't predict the game when I'm using my brain power to thinky think. The thing is like I've noticed with a lot of horror games like that get recommended to me, they fit that category where it's like there is this like there's this certain genre of horror that I feel like they only are made to stream for streamers to get like boo scared, and I don't like jump scares in horror movies. Don't bother me. They usually don't. Sometimes I'll jump, but like if it's a good one, I'll even turn to Kevin. I'll be like, that was a good one, you know, because I like horror. I like horror horror films a lot. Jump scare games, like the problem I have with them is a lot of times it's very shallow, and it doesn't feel like. I want like more meat in my games. I want something that would keep me going. And I played a few of those like jump scare games, and they just kind of like I get mad. I get more mad than scared. And like that's no bueno. No one wants to be mad. Hey Dread. But I mean it's funny. It is funny when I get mad. I have one of those little chill as art game. I could do the closing shift. I wanted to do that one with Kevin. Primarily because I think it would be really funny if Kevin was playing as a tiny little girl working at a coffee shop. I played Parasocial and The Convenience Store, both of which are from the same developer, and they use the supertism power to notice patterns, so I'm ready for it. FNAF games piss me off when I'm trying to do damn tasks and all I get is jump scared. I'm just trying to do my job. Well, it's like, I don't think FNAF is scary. I mean, I don't think FNAF was made for me, to be honest. Like, when that game series came out, I remember, like, my nephews, who are now in their 20s, but at the time, God, that made me feel so old when I said that out loud. But they... Like, I used to babysit them and everything, and when they were, like, in their, early teens, they were, like, super into Markiplier and, Jacksepticeye. Like, one of my nephews, like, tried to make his hair like Jacksepticeye. I mean, it was cute. But, like, I don't, like, it's funny because I tried watching those YouTubers. No shade to these people. I'm not the age demographic. I never was. I was too old for them when they were super poppin'. And I'm still not that age demographic. I'm way too old. Old mentally. And so, like, I don't really... so I never really watched that stuff. But I did check out some of the, like, the FNAF and all that. And when I watched, like, the gameplay loop, I was like, this looks fucking stupid. It's like the... What's the other one that's super popular that just came out? Poppy's Playtime. That one. I like all that stuff. Just it's so goofy and like it's so clearly made for children. And like I said, and when I say like I want more meat in my games, like, or I want something very unique and niche, and I feel like exactly like when I saw like there's this whole thing where it's like because of like Five Nights at Freddy's. They put like a lot of these games, they all fit like that mascot horror, and that's really popular with the young children. And like their whole thing is like trying to shove all this like goofy convoluted lore to feed into like the game theories, like that kind of shit to get like more traction, because it does get you a lot more traction in those games. And it's like I can kind of see through what they're doing. And it's like, I'm not really interested in this, so I don't really go out of my way and seek games like that. If you're trying to be like a silly little horror game with just jump scares, like, I'd rather you just wear it on your chin than go like, look at all like the bite of 83 or whatever the fuck it was. Anyway, that's just my opinion. There's a video where older and younger people play that... The olders are on phase. It's hilarious to see the divide. The thing is, like, things like FNAF, all they do is, like, it's just a loud noise. And there was this very fascinating video. I'll try to find it again. And it was about, like, how... It was basically explaining how, like, jump scares are exactly, like, especially even in horror films, too. It's just, like, this very cheap... trick that's used, and how disarming it is. The whole goal is just to disarm the audience, and what it does is it kind of ruins any sense of tension once it's already implemented. So like if you're going to use a jump scare, there's ways you could effectively use it that can work within the confines of your medium. And the problem is like you have things what was the most what I forgot. Like a lot of times, I guess like I'll use the Supermassive games as a good example. Like even though I really enjoy like playing those games, the older ones, especially Man of Medan and Until Dawn, it was really guilty of it too, where they'll do these like red herrings, and you'll have like this jump scare that'll come out of nowhere and it leads to nothing, and over time you get to the point. Hey, Rag. You get to the point where you're just frustrated with the game, or you're just frustrated with the film, or you're just frustrated because it's like you are already all the tension is disarmed once that jump scare comes out. And usually people have like this reaction where you laugh after you get jump scared. And because of that, all the tension within the game is gone, or the film is gone. You're not scared anymore. So whoever the have a good weekend. Thank you, tenants. Anyway, so that's a big one where it's like you use up all the tension that you were building to just completely disarm your audience, and any scares, at least within like immediately afterwards, unless you build up that tension again, it's gone. So I don't know. I don't fall for that stuff. So we're gonna we're gonna grow my grandpa today. Second cursor mode is indicated by the cursor's image featuring the hand extending all fingers. And concerns interacting with objects inside the world, mainly picking up an object or moving into another position. To continue, please pick up the piece of trash. Oh. Don't be afraid to experiment and keep an open mind when using your hand. Keep an open mind. Wax on? Wax on. Anyway. In order to expedite the cleaning process, you can use 1, 2, 3... Hell yeah. Alright. Sorry, I'm having fun. They're like, hey, try this. I'll do it. Okay. A variety of video options can be changed. Anytime you're using the function F3. F3 will disable shader effects. No, I like the shader effects. F4's resolution. Oh! Oh! It's adorable. We're keeping it full screen. Cursor types. Okay. All right. 3 left-handed variants. By default, scaled up by a factor of 2 and set to low. All right, hovering over the small question mark. Oh. Oh. This ends the tutorial. Hope you enjoy growing my grandpa. Okay. I excused Adrienne during music class today and spoke with her about her recent string of demerits. It was our first time meeting outside of our quarterly evaluations, and I believe it went well. I could certainly understand Mrs. Richardson's classroom observations concerning Adrienne's emotional state. This is getting really loud. That got really loud. She was, of course, intensely shy when we first met. As I understand it, she is similarly withdrawn in her classroom, activities and only speaks or acts when she absolutely must. Some things she simply will not do. Instead of participating in mandatory group activities, she will sit alone and accept that she will receive a demerit. I like this. Sorry, it's making me unsettled already. Before the meeting, I read Mrs. Richardson's parent-teacher report, which allowed me to estimate some about Adrian's home life. The parents are well-educated and come from a prestigious background, but they lack time to properly nurture Adrian. She is often alone, and when she is not, the parents seem to not understand the importance of warmth and affirmation when dealing with someone so young. Having two parents is reserved and icy temperament exacts an inhibition in a child. The child's imagination is subdued and only ostensibly, for it eventually finds its way into regular life. I surmised that I would be able to reach out to Adrian by way of make-believe. Oh, God. How are you liking your new house? You told me you used to live close by, but it still can be a big adjustment. A new room, a new school. The basement. I like that. Basement. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Mom and Dad sent me down there. Your mom and Dad made you go. Yeah, but there's lots of cool stuff. Well, that's not why they sent me down there, though. Why'd they send you down there? Fighting. They were fighting, shouting. I came in to help, and they shouted at me. They said, go clean up downstairs, so I went. That sounds tough. Do they fight a lot? Well, no, well, it's alright, Adrian. Maybe you could tell me more about the basement instead. Okay. Well, it was weird at first. The stuff down there, but cool. I found something living, sort of. That's very interesting, Adrian. Please tell me more. By indulging her in her fantasies and stories, I was able to glean more of an understanding of Adrian's anxiety surrounding her home and parents. The symbols of Adrian's story seem to carry with their own traumatic weight, and her exploration of the basement may very well be a vehicle for the conveyance of her anxiety. Whatever may come of our next meeting, whether she will engage in similar make-believe, I will set down her story here. Adrian's story begins with her delving into the basement with a trash receptacle and the goal of cleaning up. She discovered one of the walls was covered in plastic bags. She went to investigate, intent on tearing away whatever they covered. Ooh. Uh-oh. Upon removing the plastic trash bags from the wall, she noticed their interior lining was covered in glass. Like window. I offered. She said, like a mirror. Reflecting inward towards the animal they covered. I gently asked her what exactly this animal was. Here is where the material reality of the story took a turn for the explicitly fantastic and imaginary. Kevin, you want to hang out? Upon her discovery of it, at her gaze, it grew and extended its shaggy-haired self, hair like the fur of a dog. I offered. No, she said. Not the fur of the dog, nor the hair on her head. It grew out towards her, the animal's hair, reaching out. It was hard, standing almost straight, like the hair on a brush. A bristle, I offered. Yes, she said. She was very afraid at first, but then very curious. I asked her what else was in the room. More things hidden away, she said, things of Grandpa's as well. First, she found a hidden passage under the stairs. Inside were strange dolls, magic objects, naked faceless figures. I heard these cryptic utterances and merely nodded. In order to keep the game of make-believe going, I only pressed for details where I thought was necessary. The faceless dolls could be a simple metaphor for the anonymity she feels in her own home. The hidden passage, I'm unsure of what to make of that. The revealing of the concealed seems to be thematic in her fantasy. The door under the stairs is but one example. I'm not touching you. The darkness of the shadowy corner unnerves you. You cannot explore here without some form of light. Once she removed the panel and found the magical hidden passage, she was very specific about what she took. She found a magic book, a magic doll, a photo of her late grandpa, and magic glue. Slouching doll, its material is rough and coarse. Search closet. Hello. All-purpose glue. All clean. This space will not be dirty again until next week. Photo of your late grandfather. What a photo! Mr. PhD. On the reverse side of the photograph, there's more text. Good luck on your trip to the Urals? I know I butchered that. I'm so sorry. Stay warm. Oh, you're Asian. Papers crudely bound together to form a book. The impetus of this research was the recognition of a particular pattern in fragments of documents relating to magic and magical religious practices. Numerous sources were drawn from commentaries on laws relating to the banning of sorcery and necromancy, compilations of folk charms relating to love spells, hagiographs of saints and their encounters with devils. Don't mind me if I mispronounce anything, please. The list spans many centuries and a great distance from Levant to the Khaganate to the border of the modern nation states of Russia and Kazakhstan today. I know I'm getting some of these wrong. Said it right the first time. It was the mountain people in Russia. Yeah, no, like some of these are this game is gonna definitely test my vocabulary or pronunciation. That's gonna be a theme of the price of finding meaning where it isn't. Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to more shitty performances from me. I can't read. Women can't read. From this paper trail arose a consistent account about a certain form of magic relating to the binding of demons to a sorcerer's will. A demon called the Heaven of Needles, or the Angel of Needles, was known to be kept best by shamanic keepers or wards who suffer from face blindness, prosopagnosia, yeah? Prosopagnosia? I know I got that wrong too. Whether by birth or through developmental causes like a stroke or head injury. I'm just gonna like preface this really fast while I'm obviously struggling. So there are some words I know, but I've never heard them read out loud. So like I'm really decent at reading to myself, and I have a tendency to look up. You see me do it a lot on stream. I'm nervous already because I feel like I'm fucking this up so bad. I do have a tendency to look up words, how to pronounce things when I'm not streaming if I do read. I've come across a word that's unfamiliar to me, which is a good habit to get into, but sometimes I don't look up the pronunciation. Here, let me read the words. It'll be funny. Take the heat off. I know. I get really nervous about like mispronouncing things because my brother used to tease me. It was known to be extremely effective but terribly dangerous, so much that it became outlawed several times and was generally a popular scapegoat relating to unexpected death. All right, cool. Thanks. Just if I do mispronounce something, like absolutely let me know, because I'm prosopagnosia. Okay. Prosopagnosia. Okay. See, yeah, if I do, like, absolutely, like, help me, like, I'm not gonna take offense to it. Because, like, you'll see, like, you'll actually just see my face where I'm like, oh, fuck, I don't know how to say that one. You know? This nexus of magico-religious meaning-making, sorcery regarding human-related desires, and the history and science of neurological disorders related to fusiform gyrus, oh my god, is where the subject of this dissertation will reside. I will outline further and then analyze the historical sources I mentioned previously, and I will go into the neurology of mystic and magical religious experiences. After that, I will detail my ongoing correspondence with the resident of the Ural mountain region, who is an expert folklorist and keeper of traditions he claims to have been passed down through his extended family for generations. Oops. Alright. I interrupted to ask what she did with these magical, mysterious materials. Grow grandpa, she explained plainly. And then, without missing a beat, she continued on with her story. Hell yeah, little girl! She's all like, what the fuck, bro? An old man! Feeling this was a potent symbol, I stopped her again to ask what she meant. Somewhat puzzled, I did not understand immediately, she explained slowly. Grandpa lives in the cage in the other room, the cage behind the door. They grew people in the cage. It's pretty clear the dev found the source of it was like trying to use all these big ass words. Alright. It's even funnier, I'm wearing the stuttering shirt I got for myself right now. It says warning mouth moves faster than brain. I mean, that's why I stutter. Whenever you catch me stuttering, that's why. Is because my brain goes faster than my mouth. Nice lipstick. Thank you. Thank you. Dude, I'm gonna insist, I'm gonna peer pressure you too, Matron and Mansion. Like, anytime someone wears makeup, put it in that channel. I want to see it. Did you guys see my ugly ass palette? I've had that thing since 2018. I was like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm only using the blush. Can't post pic in the channel. Really? Let me fix it. Can you check why she can't post photos? I wonder, you know what it is? I'm wondering, like, the bully, I wonder if it's like that one rank or that one role was like added later and it just kind of like got muddied up. I'm wondering if it's happened. I know, it happens to you a lot. Tell me when that happens. Don't leave it, keep it to yourself. Let me know. That's the whole point why I made it, because I know, like, I don't have a lot of people to talk to about makeup. I really like talking makeup, and I'm gonna start tagging Allegra to get her attention again, because I know she will. She was like my one go-to. It just didn't stay. That's fair. My perfume smells nice. I'm almost out of it. Note hastily written. For the sake of the university policy and the health of any future career you hope to have, you will abide by the non-disclosure contract you have signed. Do not break the anthropoidic vacuum without my prior consultation and approval. Any anthropoidic forms brought into the enclosure area must not be left unattended. When not in dormancy, the sample will attempt to take the anthropoid shells. Please see shell notes for more on that. When I noticed I was out, she just, yeah, no. Like, anytime you notice, just, like, tag me. Just tag me or Kemp, and then, just say, like, hey, I can't post a photo. If I would, because that way we could pick it up right then and there and fix it. 150! Try not to fucking forget, matron. God damn it. The sample's exposure to some of our neuronal activity is unavoidable. However, the speed of which its desirous yield is produced can be dampened by several precautions regarding libidinal and emotional urges. I know it's like supposed to be libido, I think. I don't know. I gotta look that one up. I want to look that one up actually. I want to know. Libidinal. Oh yeah, libido. Yeah, I know that. I know that. See? Wild guess. Libidinal. Thank you. Well, because it's libido. Libidinal. Okay, that makes sense. No, that doesn't make sense. Fucking English sucks. Keep conversation not related to lab work to a minimum. If you begin to suspect you are developing attachments to your colleagues, contact me as soon as possible. Ritual behavior of the sample trading bargaining will result in dismissal from the project. The precise mechanism of the exchange of symbols and gifts required for requested desires yield is not known, and yet even then anecdotal accounts of success are illegible and in violent death. Sounds like a medicine that if you say it enough times. English is a mongrel language of Latin, French, German, and Danish. Yeah. English is like honestly, like, I always tell people, like, when they're learning like English too, like, it's one of those languages that you should never feel bad about, like, struggling with, because, like, I mean, I should feel bad because it's my native language. But I don't think anyone should ever feel bad with struggling to pronounce, especially words that are, like, unfamiliar, that are uncommonly used in, like, everyday use and everyday vocabulary or literature that you're used to seeing. It's not going to be like that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm embarrassed, but also, to be fair, some of these words I'm seeing for the first time. Regarding growth cycles, every time Whiskers regenerates and leaves dormancy, it is to be logged as a new propagation. At least we don't have tones in English. That's true. Yeah, that's true. The sample's bodily existence cannot be illegible, i.e. a part cannot be cut from the whole, so there can only be one living propagation. Propagations are to be terminated after 5 weeks. I saw one video of what English sounds like to non-native speakers. My brain was struggling. Well, it's like also a lot of languages, like especially when I was working in translation, why we have to work with native speakers in other languages is we don't have gendered terms. Like, there's a lot of terms that are just gendered in other languages that are not in English, and I can understand why that would be confusing for someone who speaks a language that does have gendered terms. Like, amigo, amiga in Spanish is a good example. And there's a whole bunch of them. And not only that, like, we just have, like, we have fucking words like colonel, which is spelled colonel, which is absolutely what an insidious word to exist. Like, for someone, like, when the first time everyone sees that word, they're like, the fuck? And especially because we do have a word colonel. Kernel. Hence words are French too. Yeah. And then on top of that, we have, like, so many different regional shit too. And now we have so many bastardized words because of, like, thanks to the advent of the internet, just as slang and all that. Thank you. Thank you. I showed you the stuff I used. Well, not the lipstick. Do you want to know, like, I've been using the same lipstick for so long. It's so fucking expired. But it's like, when I like the color and I've never been able to find something similar to it. It's the there conundrum. Yeah, there, your and your. There's so many. Like, honestly, like, English is one of those languages that if you struggle with it, like, it's not the end of the world, or no one should really judge anyone for struggling with English, especially if it's not their native language. Especially because a lot of English speakers only speak English. So when Yeah, it's a pain to learn. The reason why we're talking about this Spanish is there's a lot of words in here that I'm actually seeing for the first time, and I'm reading them out loud, so I'm struggling with pronunciation. And I was trying to explain, like, it's things like this are a good example as to why, like, if you ever struggle with English, it's not. No one should ever make you feel bad. Honestly, if English is not your native speak, if English is your second language, even more so, when someone decides to be a dick about someone not being able to speak English properly, it's like, fuck off, dude. Okay, what other language can you speak? Probably nothing. So, I, for one, am also speaking out of my own insecurities, too. No. Well, it's like, if you, I don't know how it is in Canada. I'm sure that you guys got your share of shitty people. But, like, you know, somebody picks up an accent here in the States sometimes, they'll be, like, real dicks about it. Some people, not always. If I hear like, my grandmother had a really thick European accent. Really thick Czech accent. Slavic, whatever you want to call it. So whenever as soon as I talk to someone who has a Slavic accent, I pick it up immediately. Because it's like, oh, it sounds like my grandmother. And Slavic languages are crazy. Anytime I've tried to, like, go back to learning, like, Czech, I'll be like, that Eastern European, yeah. Yeah, my grandparents immigrated from Eastern Europe. They came from Czechoslovakia before, I think it was, like, before it split off into the Czech Republic, and Yugoslavia. But, no, they're from Prague. And my grandmother was, like, she was, like, the opposite. She, like, refused to learn English. She didn't want to. I know a little Japanese and Spanish using Duolingo for German. I stopped using Duolingo. One, because of their reliance on AI. And two, I got to I hit, like, a wall where I wasn't feeling like I was learning anymore. Like, I felt like it wasn't helping me with conversation. I could read Spanish fine. I worked in translation, and we worked with Spanish a lot. Also, I grew up in Spanish-speaking neighborhoods. I'm fine with Spanish. But I can't speak Spanish. And I was using Duolingo, and I didn't feel like it was actually helping me at all. It was just kind of like, I knew I was going through it, and just things, like, were not really, like, I don't know, with, like, certain, like, the way they were teaching me didn't feel good. It didn't feel like I was actually learning. Yeah, I've heard that too, mentioned that Duolingo not being correct. The thing is, like, they're also using they're giving you sentences that you're not going to use. Like, you only use Duolingo because I paid for a year of it, and then I found out about the AI use. I don't support AI, so I would rather speak with I side-eye the shit out of Duolingo. Like I said, I paid for a year, and that's why I used it. Yeah, no, they did switch to AI. Dylan, go look into it. They made an announcement a while ago that they don't use actual translators, like, or native speakers, which is really frustrating. I would recommend I'm gonna look more into it, but you know what you should check out is Mango. That was the one I was recommended. It's a different translation or a language learning app, but I've heard better things from Mango. I have it. I took a break from learning Spanish because I was just like, I got really frustrated with Duolingo. Like, I stopped wanting to use it. But, like, the sentences, like, in my case, all I know, yeah, it's way too nuanced for apps. You learn better with native speakers, like, teaching you. And, like, one of the things I noticed, so, like, you know, you would get the free trials for certain, like, for the upgraded versions, right? Or the paid versions. And one of the things that bothered me about, like, they had that role play feature, right? And I would use that, and what bothered me about it was it wasn't teaching me how to speak. It was telling me to hit so many terms, basically. So, like, I had to, like, answer a question, like verbally, but like they wanted me to use as many words as I could, and it's like that's not how language works. That's not how people talk. I'm not gonna fucking like college essay my response to you. Like, that's so fucking stupid. So I got really frustrated with that, and it's like, that's useless. That's not teaching someone language at all. And so Mango, when I used it, you can actually record yourself and then hear it back and play it over or play it alongside the actual pronunciation so you could see where you're messing up, which was kind of neat. I thought that was a neat little feature. Yeah, I thought that was a great feature. Duolingo doesn't have that. Yeah, it's free. I know there's a pay version, but I have the free one because I'm not sure. I have it right here, but it's not so gamified like Duolingo, and like I think that's why people use Duolingo, because it's kind of gamified, and then you hit these certain goals. But here's like, you can't see it, but like I went back to chapter 1, salutations and small talk. You can also download them all, which is kind of neat, so you can learn offline. I thought that was kind of neat. And there's like so many like crazy units. Spanish for librarians. Like, it's kind of neat. I'm gonna try to use it more. But there are, you can subscribe to it, which I'm not gonna do. 40 lessons in Unit 1. Being a weeb helped a bit. I can't speak Spanish fluently, but I know a decent chunk of words. I know what you mean. I could understand some Japanese. I can't speak it. I watched a lot of subtitled anime in high school. Kind of helps. Also, like, I would try to teach myself to read it, and it was more just like memorization than anything. But there's some neat apps out there. I just the thing is, like, you're always learning a new language when you're an adult is always going to be a lot more difficult than when you're a child, A. And B, it's always going to be more efficient to learn with like a tutor or something, like one-on-one lessons with somebody that's curated, and where it's curated to your lesson or learning needs, like, so they can adapt with you. And conversation's the best way. Putting it into practice is the best way. Things like Duolingo are not effective. I speak 4 languages, but I'm still a dunce in the family. You speak 3 more languages than a lot of people. That's how you gotta look at it. It's like, you speak way more languages than most people. And that's what I was saying, like, and then I'll go back to the game, was that, you know, whenever I hear someone giving someone shit about, like, having broken English, and it's like, dude, how many languages can you speak? Look at me struggle with English. There are people who are native English speakers who can't even speak English properly. Do you know how many times I'll listen? I'll listen as soon as somebody goes like starts using improper grammar and shit. I'll be like I'll use the word ain't in like a joke, like in a joking way, but I hate the word ain't, to be honest, because it's not a word. It fucking drives me insane. Same with like what was it? Oh my god, I'm blanking right now on what I'm thinking of. Oh, I loathe the word. It's important. I know it exists, but it's not like, I don't like it. I don't like the word. Irregardless is the word I don't like. Instead of regardless. Like, I knew a lot of people who used to say irregardless. And it was always, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into this. Yeah, well, I think now I saw something about irregardless being considered a word now. I think I saw something about that. I'll have to find it. But irregardless, no, you're correct. It's not a word. And it's, you know what it is? It's always the dumbest people who would use irregardless. It was always the dumbest fucking people who would like choose to use it, because they would use it in a smug way too. And it's like, that's not a word.
This is actually the perfect opportunity for that word right now.
All I think about is like Mean Girls. Irregardless!
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Irregardless isn't a word.
Irrelevant.
I think now it's considered I think like I saw something about like one. Is irregardless a word? It's now recognized as a word in Merriam-Webster. But and it was like back in 2023. Oh no, NPR reported 2020 that it's considered a word. I don't know. No, Merriam-Webster literally claims that it's a real word now. I will tell you though, this Mansion, any person who's an English snob will point out that it's not a real word. Like you're talking to a bunch of English snobs right now. Either that or my teacher felt like I'm so sorry, that sentence threw me off. Either that or my teacher felt, because I'm an English second learner, or they would flunk me for it, they felt sorry. I mean, that's probably it. That's likely it. Because I think I wouldn't be shitty to you for not understanding like that. Especially, that's not like common knowledge that irregardless is not a word. But Merriam-Webster claims it is, and I disagree. Just because Merriam-Webster says it is doesn't mean it's true. Because Kemp was right. It's completely contradictory. Or who is it who said that was completely contradictory? No, Sutry. Sorry, Sutry said it was contradictory. My bad. Yeah, no, it's contradictory. It doesn't make any sense. I'll find anyone who messes with someone who's in English is agreed. Same matron. It just like I said, the only thing I think of is if you've seen Mean Girls, there's that scene, irregardless, and like that's all I hear it, and it's like that scene's funny because the character's stupid. She's a dumb high school girl, which is like, yeah, it makes sense that a high school kid's gonna say that. But like, yeah, anytime I've heard someone use irregardless and they mean it, they use it seriously, I'm like, ugh. You'll never hear me say it. All right. Any further development puts us at risk. Termination procedures will be posted and followed with extreme care. With all of that out of the way, I want to welcome you to the project. I look forward to working with you, Dr. Hart. To be without regard, that is lacking. I don't know. I guess. I accidentally didn't read one of the notes, and I'm a little annoyed. Oh. Beyond the door in the room, the cage was hidden, concealed in another cloak of inward-facing mirrors. A hidden cage lined with mirrors. It is strange, almost poetic. The elaborate fantasy of self-reflection, concealment, and captivity. Did I ever play any Sega CD games? No, I didn't, actually. I never had a Sega CD. I'm always open to playing older games. You know that. I like playing older games. Like, I really want to play more CRPGs on stream. I want to find some the live action games. You know, remember like there was a bunch of those like on the computer. No, that's why I went out of my way and found that. Like, I've been looking for. This is what I was saying earlier. Like, when I've been trying to find horror games. Of course, I'm gonna go for some like, you know, some more popular ones, and this is why like I was talking about earlier about Night Trap in Ground Zero, Texas. That's exactly what I mean. I was why I was saying like I don't really want to go for like streamer bait games. I really want to avoid those. I want to find games that are really interesting and unique and niche and odd. I really like odd games, surreal, and like I don't want anything to scary. I don't want that shit. I don't like that shit. I get angry. I get angry like when someone uses the word irregardless. I hidden cage line with me. Oh, we already read that. Give me that tarp, baby. At the cage, she finally cast her spell, but it was confusing, she confided at first. She took the magic doll, the magic glue, and the photo of her grandpa, and she combined them, and she wished very hard. I can only assume in this fantasy that next her wish would come true. In what child's story would it not? I'm gonna... Representation of grandpa! Glue it! Grandpa! She's tarping hard. A tangible symbol of intention and desire. I do have some other horror games that are really neat that look kind of neat. We'll be doing for a bit. She put Grandpa in the cage, assuming that was part of the ritual. She was not clear on how it worked. What precise instructions she could glean from her grandfather's magic book was complicated by her reading comprehension. She wished with all her heart that she told me she waited for a while for anything to happen. And after that time, she began to cry. I cried really hard, she said. I wanted Grandpa to be back. I wanted my parents to stop being so mean. And it hurt me. It hurt my wish for Grandpa to come back, for my parents to be different. I could feel it through the walls, and it felt me through the air. I skipped over that before finishing the sentence. I asked her what exactly she meant. She could only repeat what she said. By this time, lunch was almost over. I said goodbye to Adrian, and she left to rejoin her class. I was left to consider our conversation. I believe the storytelling strategy I have employed was not unfruitful, but I must probe deeper if I can. Although I can be sure of nothing I interpret, the impressions I get may begin to help me get an idea of the right questions to ask. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to certain topics or keywords you can discuss with Grandpa. You've gained conversation topic wish. Hold on, let me get my exit. Taking exception, sorry. Still have like a little bit of a headache from yesterday. Oh, I was gonna wear my fog shirt today. Oh well. Kevin would have been happy. Kevin, you want to show your other shirt? Alright. Okay. Consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. You have also gained the following keyword. Shell. So, first impressions so far, I really like this. I met again with Adrian in order to address her emotional outbursts in the past few weeks. It is our second time meeting, and while it is standard practice to have multiple sessions with a troubled student, as I assemble a report for the counseling department, I could not help but think, as we sat down in my office, that Adrian already seemed to show a remarkable change in self-esteem and confidence, and perhaps my and Mrs. Richardson's estimation of her as emotionally disturbed was erroneous. The paralyzing shyness and withdrawn attitude Adrian possessed last week was not entirely diminished. But she seemed to hold herself differently this week. However, this only lasted as long as our conversation pertained to initial introductory pleasantries. When I began once again asking about her parents, her feeling regarding her new school and her new home, she quickly lost what new confidence she had gathered up and withdrew again into herself. So once again, I partook in some collaborative make-believe. But this time, I was aided by the fact that I had managed to do some research into Adrian's grandfather, and I had some insight into what she might actually be finding in the basement. Now, this may be overstepping my bounds some as a school counseling caseworker, but this was all in the service of making Adrian seem comfortable and happy in this learning environment. In any case, I was able to dig up information regarding the grandfather by inquiring at the university in town. Not that I make it a habit of sleuthing, but I had a suspicion of the grandfather was a professor there, or at least some sort of researcher, due to the fact that the newly constructed laboratory on the campus I drive by every day bears his name in memorial. He was some sort of anthropologist or linguist or neuroscientist. I did not have to dig that deep before the scope of his work became dizzying, and I ran up against the limits of my undergraduate education. But back to the make-believe. What is your grandpa like? Is he a smart man? Not anymore, but I'm teaching him. So he's grown a good deal then. You've been feeding him well? Yeah, he's getting bigger, but he has a lot of room in his cage. Is he still behind the bars? Yeah, Well, he might be able to climb out eventually. There's this vent in the ceiling. Well, perhaps if he climbs out, I could meet him someday. Yeah, maybe. But he's not ready to leave. He can't take care of himself. I have to feed him. Pick up after him. Ah, you store the food in your lunchbox. That's nice of you to share. He can almost talk. Cannot speak with him. He doesn't. He doesn't have a mouth, sort of. But how do you feed him? He has a mouth on the outside, on his shell. Or the stuff that is skin. I'm a little confused. Maybe you can go through a typical day with your grandpa? Okay. I asked her to explain how she goes about growing her grandpa, and Adrian began another tale. According to Adrian, in the week that had passed, much had changed in the basement. Oh god, my voice is gonna go through the ringer today. There's the vent. The hairy thing that was here is gone. Seek out food for Grandpa. Wait. Worth a shot. Grandpapa! Papa? It was scary at first, she said, the way he moved, the way the doll's skin covered him. I wanted to interject, but this somehow seemed inappropriate, so I kept listening. When I look at him, she continued, when I think about him, he grows and moves. It's like he's growing for me. So he's growing bigger now, I asked. Yes, she said. Bigger every day. Oh! What's up, Grandpa? Oh. This is wormy. Look at him, Kevin. Look at Grandpa. This begins the actual growing part of growing your grandpa. Beneath the doll's burlap skin, the follicles knit together what resembles a proper person. Your grandpa. Peepaw needs his nutrients. Exactly. He does. You are in charge of its cognitive development and diet until it's able to sustain itself. Currently, you are observing Grandpa. Please click the arrow back button below for a brief tutorial on your duties as caretaker. So we have to find... Here's what we can... Here we could see a variety of options regarding growing your grandpa. Feed Grandpa. Teach Grandpa. 2 acceptable foods eaten. Seek out things to feed Grandpa. Words taught. Find vocabulary cards to help Grandpa speak. Highlighted red are objectives related to feeding and teaching Grandpa. Important messages regarding Grandpa's recent activity may also appear here. You will need to find it food and learning material before you can move on to the next week. Some foods will make Grandpa happy, others merely content. Some foods will make Grandpa disgusted to the point of nausea. Learning material is also scattered throughout the basement. Seek out vocabulary cards intended to help teach English and basic anthropoidic concept formation. The options highlighted in red are related to navigating around Grandpa's enclosure. The Go to Grandpa option will let you perform all actions directly related to Grandpa, feeding, teaching, observing, etc. Accessing the study corner will let you go over any documents you pick up as the weeks go by. It's a good idea to learn about the work of the people who last occupied this space. Accessing the kitchen corner will let you search for food in the old refrigerator and prepare food for Grandpa if need be. The help button will replay this tutorial. The save game button will save your current progress. You can only have one save file at a time, so if you have saved data, you will be asked if it's okay to overwrite it. The exit game button will take you back to the main menu. More buttons may or may not appear depending on your development of Grandpa, so watch out for them. Final note, take care to explore the basement at your leisure. However, due to the entropic nature of clutter and trash, different weeks may allow you to find things that you'd not find previously discovered. Good luck. Sick. Let's go to the kitchen. It looks edible. Grandpa might like it. looks edible. Grandpa might like it. Grandpapa! Oh. I repeatedly called your homes to no avail, and so I am forced to leave this here for you all. I found William sitting in the corner of the enclosure area, seemingly severely concussed. Whiskers was gone, in none of its usual hiding places. I immediately suspected the worst. The project thus must be suspended for now. I am leaving up the usual mirrored coverings we use to keep the anthropoidic void sealed. I have done my best to lock up something on such short notice. It is a hasty fix, but it will require some time to find a more permanent remedy. I am honestly hoping you do not find this note, as I intend to lock the house down too. I intend to race off to you to retrieve your lockbox keys. Do not worry about William's key. It and the rest of his equipment is almost certainly deep within Whiskers now. I pray you do not enter this room. No matter how it may appear, William cannot be helped, and it is only being kept alive as a means of continued predation on the rest of us. I will say once again, no matter what state you may encounter William in, he cannot be helped. I have sympathy for the young man, I truly do. But I found on his person several photos of his late sister, which would imply certain risks he knew he was taking. Our extensive research materials have now become possible liabilities, either criminal or professional in nature. So I have stashed them away. I believe I let you all know how I might do this if we were to ever experience an event such as this. I hope you all remember what I told you. So long then. Dr. H. I guess we just have to go start looking around. Remove the taped down fabric to reveal the cabin's Ooh! Ah, fuck. To my colleagues, I don't mean to be overly severe in tone, but Dr. Hart's work is important and the material we are working with is potentially very dangerous. I'll be handing out a copy of this note as a reminder to everyone. I am not trying to single any particular person out. We all have the misconceptions about the nature of this project from time to time. With that out of the way, I don't know why I read like that, sorry. Here are some things to keep in mind. The active growth must be thoroughly terminated via the correct procedures at the very least 4 weeks after dormancy is interrupted. It doesn't matter what you've done or haven't done regarding tests or procedures or how much the anthropoidic vacuum has been disrupted. We are not ready to go beyond 4 weeks at this point. A step-by-step guide to termination has been posted by the enclosure wall. Please, please, please do not take the educational posters over the place the educational posters over this posting. Do not disrupt the anthropoidic vacuum without Dr. Hart's prior consultation and approval. In case oh, sorry, I saw William. In case of any emergency where the vacuum is disrupted, put on your equipment and begin the lockdown procedure. Make an extensive note of when and how the breach occurred. 3. If you find the habitat empty, page Dr. Hart immediately, but do not attempt to speak with anyone else. This thing can get very smart. I'm sure you're all well aware from the stories we've heard on our acquisition trip. The great caution should be used when dealing with the potential aggressive mimicry scenario. Please seek me out if you have any more questions. Well, I don't think William's someone we could seek out, man. I think Biohazard bin. Whoa. What was the one I just got? Is this it? Research participants, please take note. Each growth from a cycle does not require a shell, but you may find the sample will often try and seize on something somewhat flexible. It can grow into, along with any desires yield it may generate, or else it will move from one shell to the next as it outgrows them. In the small amount of time I have spent with it in preparation, I've noticed it tends towards human forms. However, we should keep a tight lid on the anthropoidic seal in order to be more cautious before we begin the experiment with exposing it long-term to anthropoidic stimuli. Dr. Hart. No. Alright, we already read that. Alright. Cashews! All right. It was said to pass from one family of steppe people to another, but pressed it on its ultimate origin illegible, somewhere to the south. Coiled in a bowl covered in incantations, buried upside down by a graveyard, a common late antiquity demon trap. The keeper, an elderly man in failing health, was ready to expound on about the dangers of the organism, but when I asked more pointed questions about the history of its acquisition, I was given curt responses that had a way of circling back to vague warnings. Okay. I got cashews from my grandpappy. And a banana. And lettuce. Delicious. You know? Very delicious. Grandpapa! Hey, what's up, Outlaw? Thank you. It's been alright so far. Dealing with getting over some feeling sick, but I'm alright. The researcher will seal off the enclosure bars, ensuring minimal gas leakage during the later fumigating process, and then retrieve the burn barrel and place it near the enclosure. What the fuck? Allow at least 48 hours of time where the current growth cycle experiences no human-related stimuli. Do not enter the enclosure area nor any part of the basement. Ideally, you will not be on the grounds at all. After 48 hours, 2 researchers will enter the basement wearing their assigned mirror mask, mirror apron, empowered air purifying respirator. The researcher will use the vent system to fumigate the enclosure area. Wait 30 minutes and then use the fan system to ventilate the enclosure. Keep the fans running during steps 3 through 4. Re-enter the enclosure area wearing your assigned mirror. Oh, Yeah. Your assigned mirror, masks, and aprons. The organism may or may not be in complete dormancy. If it is not in full dormancy, to be assured that its capacity to act against you will be greatly diminished. When your assigned power drills... What? With your assigned power drills, quickly remove any enclosure bars needed to access the organism. Put them aside for later reinstallation. Is it just me, or there's just like a whole bunch of different tools that keep getting brought up? Gas. Put the organism in the burn barrel. Incinerate the organism thoroughly. Wait for any smoke to be properly cleared by the fan system. Turn off the fans. Ear mask, is that you? E.G. Love E.G. One researcher will retrieve the nucleus from the ash and place it in the mirror box. The other researcher will sift through the ash and place any other substantial remains in the biohazard bin in the room outside of the enclosure area. The bin is locked for safety purposes. The code is 323245. I'm gonna write that down. Hold on. I'm gonna write that down. Dickens coming in clutch with that, but I'm gonna write it down anyway. You never know. Sometimes just handwriting it helps me remember. Well, no, this is my work notebook. See all my little note tabs? This is what, those are all workshops I've worked. Because I have notes for every single one. Imagine if that was like those old games where you had to like write down all the codes so you can go back to your old progress. I would love that. I miss that. I miss the days. The days of the notebooks. Oh, that's a clip. You know, something I noticed, Kevin.
What's up?
I notice whenever I raise my voice, it ricochets off the bike.
Huh. That's funny.
Grandpapa, I'm gonna be looking around. All right, buddy.
Grandpapa?
Grandpapa, I'm growing my grandpapa. Stop yelling at the bike. How about you stop yelling at the bike? What the fuck? A folder full of radiographic images. God, I love the ambient, like the noise in this game. Kevin.
Yeah.
Are you listening to this game? This game just fiberglass insulation. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat it, however. I can fucking poison Grandpa.
Oh yeah, the ambient noise is great.
Blueberries. Grandpa is gonna have a buffet. We're gonna give him a golden corral of choices. I've never been to a golden corral. I don't think, are they in California?
It might be.
The Albed primers. Oh, did you actually memorize the Albed language? I remember some kids did. I went to schools with some kids who did. It used to be. It's not great. No, I've never been to a Golden Corral. That's why I asked. The only place I've been to is a hometown buffet. That was what it was called, and it was not great. I don't eat buffets. We're talking like baby little me. I do not go out of my way to find a fucking buffet.
They used to get the little frozen yogurt at the end of a buffet. It was so good.
That was the only thing I wanted.
Sizzler.
I've only been to a Sizzler once.
Yeah, I mean, I only went when I was younger, like a kid.
I don't remember anything of it. It was so unremarkable. I know there was like a little kiddie buffet, and I remember having Fruit Loops. That's it. Before we began, he had us all cover our faces completely. An earthenware pot was illegible, and on the inside we stole brief glances at it. We could see the interior was inlaid with mirrors. The illegible gave it small pieces of dough. Spoiled food, chicken feed, illegible, keeping it content. There's a $150 brunch buffet at a hotel in Florida where you can get crab claws and lobster tails. Buffets were so exciting as a kid. I feel like they were more exciting as a kid because, like, when we were kids, it was more about, like, something exciting and, like, all these different options and being able to pick whatever you want was exciting. But now as an adult, I would never eat at a buffet. Like I said, but you know what always gets me? Even pre-COVID. Pre-fucking COVID. The fact that sneeze guards had to be invented, Kevin. That says everything you need to know about how nasty people are.
Yep.
The keeper...
It builds your immune system.
No, Kevin. Have you ever watched Secret Eaters? There was like, they would always do these like these little experiments, like social experiments, where they do like buffets and stuff like that. And I will never forget like the amount of people who would grab things with their fucking hands. Pre-COVID again. Grab things with their hands from like the communal bowls and put it in their mouths and then go back in. There was another one where one guy took like, they had like bowls of jelly beans. And I remember the guy picked up the scoop and poured it into his mouth, then put it back in the bowl. And I was like, these fucking monsters. We have hibachi buffet here. Kind of surprised how it stays open because everyone says it sucks. I feel like there was always like buffets that would be open for a long time, and I always felt like there was no one there. I never understood. There's certain food groups, the worst. People are the worst. I agree. Like, the keeper just toward the small bag where the food compost and told us to be careful not to feed it any meat. Keep it in mind, no meat. I'm writing that down, Kevin. No meat. No meat for G-Paw. Papa. There's a buffet somewhere around me that a coworker took me to. No meat, no, only fiberglass pieces. Exactly. Took me to before that was so big and it had all sorts of food like major style jumps, salads, sushi, crawdads, roast beef, Korean barbecue, hamburgers, just all the food. The thing that gets me about buffets like that, or just buffets in general, is you have to make things across a certain there has to be like a certain standard that you have to meet, and it's kind of like, I love Korean barbecue, Paragon. There's a really good Korean barbecue place in Monterey Park that I used to go to. I don't know if it's still there, but it was delicious. Dickens, you should, if you're ever in Monterey Park, go to Honey Pig. Anyway. So, but the thing is, like, you have to meet, like, a certain standard. It's good. It's good. It's good K-barbecue. Anyway, so, but the thing is, like, whenever I think of buffets, it's like, you know, when you watch, like, things like Kitchen Nightmares, I know, like, one of the things I always took away from Kitchen Nightmares that actually was, like, a positive is anytime you see a big, huge fucking menu, that should set off an alarm. Because it's like, how can you maintain a certain standard across all these different types of entree items or items on your menu. Like, you can't be good at everything. Like, have you ever seen, like, those little, like, street foods, like, in Korea and all that? Like, the little ladies making, like, breakfast sandwiches, and they make excellent breakfast sandwiches. That's the only thing they make. It's like, yeah, she may be... There might not be a lot of variety on that menu, but you know that fucking sandwich is really goddamn good. This place, everything that I had was surprisingly good. And, I mean... I believe you. I just would never go to I will never go to a buffet. Pre-COVID, me wouldn't go to buffets, and even post-COVID, now even worse. I'm like, no, fuck, people are nasty. Keeper gestured to a small bag where the food was coming. Okay. The keeper regarded me seriously and said it did not matter what was fed. The act of feeding itself was what mattered. The act of feeding flesh to another is another act, however. He then gave me a series of grave warnings regarding not keeping any animal-deprived foods near where I might be keeping it. I always thought the Cheesecake Factory used a lot of frozen food. Apparently they use fresh ingredients as much as they can. No, I mean, I've heard that too. I saw that video too. I just don't... I know that their cheesecakes are frozen. Which is actually kind of funny. Corroded battery. So what are we gonna feed Grandpa? Should we give him food? Hello! We're gonna teach Grandpa the word hello. Pulsating sac. Slimy membrane that is its skin seems to be contain something. It might be open with a blade.
Toast. Toast.
Could be used for something. Rye toast. And now. I have some fruit on the counter. I prepared for after stream. Okay.
Toast.
Grandpa! Oh, is this Simon? Oh my god, wait, this is sick. Hold on. You hold left click of the correct highlighter, the icon will vibrate along stimulated vocal cords, and the current letter of your word will begin to turn red. Keep holding over the highlighted section and adjust your icon as it changes its place. Soon the letter will become fully red. After every letter becomes red, Grandpa will proudly pronounce the word you, and it will be considered learned. Teaching Grandpa these words will accelerate its cognitive development and lead to further breakthroughs in general intelligence. Yeah. Yeah, Grandpa, let's learn the word hello. deep within Grandpa. Strange membranes finay confidently. Hello, Grandpa. Having completed the lesson, you take a look back at the vocabulary module card in the notes. They're written by administrators of the past. Hello, part of vocabulary and vocalization module A2, conversational basics. I don't know anything deep within Grandpa, to be fair. That's fair. That's fair. 100. Oh, thank you, Crow. Personal best, thank you. General pronunciation comments, sloppy articulation, module comments, see below. We are already encountering some difficulty as Whisker's subjectivity is so much determined by a diverse and dynamic array of influences. It attempts to mimic the thoughts and desires it passively intercepts. And these imitations go on to structure the basis of its identity. Only later in Whisker's growth cycle does it begin to form an identity or identities that are coherent and capable of resembling a sane, rational human being when engaged in conversation. One must imagine how hard it would be to converse with someone who is not yet oriented in one particular way towards who or how they are, because they might have 20 different honest answers to those questions, all of them mixed and muddled together. I wonder if this Grandpa loves Matlock as much as mine loves Matlock. I hope so. I hope so. Because of this, we have started with the basics of conversation. Well, he could tell you hello. Just say hello if you like Matlock, Grandpa. Greetings, partings, and identifying one another, forming questions, etc., etc. It is fortunate Whisker's current growth, number 19, I believe, has developed a mostly accurate human mouth form simulation. Hello was a bit of a challenge in the previous growth, as it had failed to develop an adequate organ to act as a human tongue. I didn't watch Matlock, but he did love getting in Griffith's show. You step away from the bars and store the module card in the document table. No, Grandpa! Grandpa! Grandpa learned how to say the word grandpa. Grandpa. Say it with me. Having completed the lesson, you take a... All right, we already know that. Grandpa, part of vocabulary and vocalization module E81 family. General pronunciation comments, usual trouble with articulation, voice thin, raspy, possibly underdeveloped larynx. Module comments, see below. We have done several sessions of what we are calling familial relation simulation. I and a co-researcher sit in chairs opposite the enclosure. We are wearing the usual masks, and we begin to act out a scene, mostly through improvisation. That might roughly resemble a kitchen table conversation between an immediate family. Repeated trials would reveal, although our simulated conversation was purposely vague and unspecific regarding persons and identities, we would only address each other as brother, father, sister, etc., etc. It soon became apparent the encoded information associations we unconsciously drawn upon when hearing and speaking these words was being picked up on by Whiskers and its sci-type field of reception, interpretation of brain and mind events, somatic content. My co-researcher William noticed this in a simulation where Whiskers was given a role as a sister and he was his brother. I was the father. Whiskers began responding to certain prompts with unusual specificity, as well as a general pattern in timbre of timbre of speech with that continued with the usual consistency. I'm looking that one up. Timbre. Jesus fucking Christ. How the fuck was I going to get that one? See, that's what I was saying. Timbre. God damn. We're learning language together, friends. What is this game about? I'm growing an old man. I'm growing my grandpa mansion. It's in the name. I don't know what this game's about. I heard good things about it though. And I stumbled on it and I was like, yeah, we're going to be doing that. I told you I've been looking for weird games for us. Like, I don't want to do the whole like, let's go play some Five Nights at Freddy's. No. I want to ruin my fucking vocal cords and read too much because I just know I really did not realize how much reading I was committing to. As soon as the simulation ended and we left the enclosure area, William let me know that Whiskers was almost certainly drawing from encoded memories of his late sister. Mapping out exactly what regions and centers of neural activity are intercepted by the psi-type field will take extensive neuroimaging that we do not have at this site. Currently, we only have less precise portable equipment. However, our experiences so far are eerily in line with folk knowledge and folk explanations regarding the being's access to desires, and we can begin to infer that it has access to certain portions of the limbic system and ventral temporal cortex. I want to start streaming obscure indie shit, yeah. That's literally what I want to start doing. Got it. I want to be that streamer who does, like, if I'm going to be streaming games, I really want to start pulling out some of the weird shit. You step away from the bars. Alright. No. I'm not gonna give him a battery. What if he eats me? It's my grandpa. Yeah. We'll feed him the blueberries. Like Claire Obscure. Speaking of that, have you played the Obscure games? I don't think so, no. Have I played the other game by the guy who developed this Water Womb World? Is that really what is that true? Is that another game this guy's done? No. That's funny. Aqua Catholicism, explore man's original sin under the sea. Oh, it's a free game? What a fuck? Well, I got it. We got fish Jesus. This brief tutorial will go over the basics of feeding Grandpa. Via induction of your unprotected insula, Grandpa has simulated the production of tooth enamel to mimic a human mouth. It will need to be fed through this in order to properly learn and grow. First, you need to select an item from the lunchbox. Click on the lunchbox. Contents of the lunchbox will be displayed. Doing so will fill your hand with this item. Note that any food can be put back into the lunchbox by clicking on the lunchbox with a full hand. Before Grandpa can be fed, it must judge the food by smell. However, your hand above Grandpa's olfactory bulbs. If Grandpa is pleased, it will allow you to feed it. Most foods Grandpa will accept, however, getting Grandpa to consume other things might require some culinary deception. When Grandpa is willing to be fed, hover your hand over its mouth and click. Grandpa will then consume the food. Good luck on feeding Grandpa. Should I fucking give him the battery? Should we give Grandpa weird shit? I don't know. Hi, Grandpa! I'm gonna give you this little lettuce, okay? Meal appears to be... Fiberglass would be higher in fire, you're right. all the stuff I've done. And the one coming out soon called Plastic Spoon Interrogation, which is a post-human biomanagement simulation. It's in a strange future. You awaken in a plastic body. The authorities question you. You don't even know what you are. You must quickly grasp this weird world and place you're in, or else face state-sanctioned oblivion. That sounds fucking cool, dude. I love that. I might check that out. Burger King foot lettuce. Ugh. You know, dude, you know it's shredded. That shreddus. Ugh. The worst. The Taco Bell shreddus. Ew. I love my grandpa. Knowledge you acquire this week has been giving you access to a new conversation topic to discuss with Grandpa. Language. I will say, man, I did not anticipate this much reading. I knew I was going to be reading, but this much? Hoy! Make sure to subscribe, guys. I'm suffering for you. Miss Richards approached me the other day in order to remark on Adrian's development. She noted how much more at ease she appeared when called upon in class or when asked to participate in group exercises. I told her I had seen this change happening as well, and that as much as I would like to take credit for it, I could only guess dimly at what might be reshaping her attitude. Doing what with my grandpa? I'm growing him. Duh. The fuck, you never grown your grandpa before? You just found one? Hey, Graham! Mrs. Richards posited that it was perhaps Adrian's family moving into their grandfather's property that caused the change. It apparently is out of the country. A wooded area, full of wide open space and far from the bustle and noise of the city. The grandfather, Dr. Jacob Hart, had jointly purchased the land with the university he was employed with and began constructing what he was intending to be a satellite campus for a burgeoning psychological anthropology program he had a hand in establishing. Only one building ever ended up being constructed after Dr. Hart died in a car accident when driving back from the property one day. Eerily, almost at the same exact time, a grad student who was assisting Dr. Hart on some sort of project at the property vanished without a trace. The property sat in disuse for years as it was tied up in legal battles between Dr. Hart's next of kin, the university, the vanished grad student's family, and the other students Dr. Hart was working with. Eventually, the case was settled out of court. Only recently did the property fall into the possession of Adrian's mother. Obviously, I was not going to relay this whole tragic story to Adrian, who, for all I know, believes her grandfather to still be living in the basement of his home. Besides, I thought she might already know all this. Perhaps the elaborate story she was constructing was her own way of escaping the morbid details of a life, or perhaps lives, cut short by a cruel force of fate and the cynical adults who squabbled in the aftermath. I determined perhaps the storytelling she was and continues to engage in should not be just encouraged by me, at least not in the way I went about it before, where I made active inquiries into her strange fantasy of a semi-sentient ball of skin. When I saw Adrian, I did not bring up to her sorry, let me start that one again. When I saw Adrian, I did not bring up her grandpa or ask questions about his growth. Adrian could not stop speaking about it. However, damn it. I fucked that up. Adrian could not speak about it, however. I had no choice but to weather her bizarre and enthusiastic effusions about her new best friend. I'm fucking this up, sorry. Oh man, I fucked that up so bad. Okay, Adrian, maybe we could talk about something else. I'm not sure I'm following you exactly. He's gotten so big. He has so many whiskers that come out and I could see them move around when I think about him. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm so happy Grandpa is back. He's so much cooler than Mom and Dad. Yeah, fuck you, Mom and Dad. Once again, for what it's worth, I put down the story she told me as best as I could. Adrian once again told me about growing her grandpa. Right. Kiwi. Oh, I need a knife for this. Trash. Just as I thought. Trash. What is that? Keys. I have to find the keys.
Classic.
He helped create my mother who created me, so yeah, Grandpa did that. I saw The Fog from 1980. I was on the screen tonight. I probably won't make it, but that reminded me. Have you seen or do you have Terror Train on the list? I do not. No, I don't. I can look into it. Another Jamie Lee Curtis classic horror. No, I don't have that one, but yeah, it is Fog tonight. Yeah, Mom and Dad, where are your extra tendrils? Oh, you don't have any? Fucking losers. Right? That's what I'm saying. Oh. Naturally. See all there's all these faces, Kevin.
Let's see.
She likes growing her grandpa, Kev. What's going on? Potato! Life. Might be our other vocabulary word. Indecision. I've been instructed on what to do when life gives me lemons. I have potato. Instructions unclear. Exactly. Alright. Grandpa! You guys want to see my grandpa? Intriguing results with regard to the mimic hypothesis. A participant entered a sealed chamber adjacent to Whiskers. Growth cycle number 21. Which has been freed from the anthropoid vacuum, constructed quite economically from plastic and broken mirrors. The first propagation's original earthenware vacuum was shattered during the move-in. Between the two, there was a semi-opaque glass panel that allowed observation both ways. You can't make whiskey from potatoes. You can make vodka, though. Yeah, you can make vodka. The human participant was asked to think of someone in the popular consciousness, fictional or no, and cognate? Cogitate.
Cogitate.
Cogitate. Okay, cogitate. See? Just gotta take. It's just gotta move over. Cogitate. I lost my train of thought. Oh, on their image, personality, face, or if possible, voice if possible, etc. Participant chose Jesus of Nazareth, and with weekly repeated exposures to the participants' imaginings, propagation number 21 began forming what resembled
Gifted 5 subscriptions.
Appreciate it. Thank you. We made our goal. Appreciate it. It makes it all worth it in the end. I'm reading for you guys. Just affecting my vocal cords just for you. Previous human-oriented tests, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. That was very kind. Have always bore out a result that Whiskers would form an anthropoid team member, be it me or Dr. Hart or Gerald, and we assumed it was merely mimicking one of us. Dr. Hart has always contended the desires yield, or the anthropoid reproduction Whiskers creates when in contact with human beings. Blah, 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 blah. Has always, thank you, has always been based on the conception in relation to the person through someone else. Hold on, let me check in on my sober app. It's 8 o'clock. 935 days, by the way. Not crazy. 935. On our way to 1,000. With this framework, the desires yield is not actually a replica of a person, or if it is only a replica of the fiction of a person generated in the mind of another. This desire's yield was not Jesus Christ, but the participant's image of Jesus assembled from their religious upbringing, religious artwork, depictions, and popular culture, etc. This radiograph was taken right before the destruction of the growth cycle while Whiskers was rendered unconscious via fumigation. It seems like with every successive propagation, the stem cells in the organism work a little faster. But I'm not paranoid. It's technically deathless, yes, but we're burning up whatever knowledge it gained when we incinerate it. I don't believe in magic gifts yet. Dude, what a fucking bizarre little game this is. Seriously. We've all taken a call on it Whiskers. Though, of course, some might interpret it as hair or needles or quills, but Whiskers is more accurate as the needles are really some sort of supersensory follicles or spines. The nerve nets distributed throughout the morphology, Jesus, of these spines resemble those of genus Hydra and have myelin sheaths that are functionally the same as vertebrae. As we can see in the X-ray, each spine is laden with dense optical arrangements similar to compound eyes. The Hydra connection is assuredly worth investigating with regard to the organism's capacity for regeneration and anecdotal deathlessness. It certain is a robust enough creature to inspire marvel that is not untinged with fear. Propagation, day 14 after. Okay. Exposure to mammalian forms, part of the series of zoomorphic influences, led to further understanding of the propagation's ability to simulate the somatic stem cells that constitute fully developed animals. I write simulate in the previous statement because examining the tissue of each propagation leads me to believe its amazing capacity for accelerated growth of vastly different forms comes from its cell level mutability. And yet, there's no time, and yet at no time does it function at the same. Let me start that again. And yet, at no time does it function as the thing it becomes, except in the sense of that it mimics it. Sorry, Jesus Christ. That is to say, when Whiskers was removed from dormancy and replicates the rabbit's morphology, it is not seen from the rabbit's eyes nor smelling from the rabbit's nose, but pretending it does, and doing a very good job of it. God, that was like difficult for me to read. That one for some reason threw me off. Propagation number 5. This radiograph was taken at or around growth cycle number 4. The strange thing about it was that the subject of the image was found nowhere near the enclosure. It's almost like a piece of Whiskers fell off and scurried into the corner. I feel like we've learned a lot since then, but at the same time, at the time I remember speaking about the morphology being weird. Not only does even resembling any extent zoomorphic structure, besides maybe a cuttlefish, that I happened to open the thing up. Inside were all the little dead amoeba-like things, and they all sort of looked like they had faces that were just barely there. After I took the radiograph, I gathered it up and went to go through it in the biohazard bin. As I walked by the bars of the enclosure, I could hear Whiskers suddenly going wild, flopping around and grunting excitedly. Could it smell the cuttlefish thing? Would it eat its own production? I guess it's technically flesh. It is beyond the scope of the project, but it could be that without the stimulus of an active brain, or more specifically, a healthy and active brain capable of face recognition and theory of mind, Whiskers began to pull whatever it can from the limited data available to it. Again, it is not our focus at this time, but I left a note for Dr. Hart in case he wanted to take a look. Oh my god. Okay, that's the same one. Whew. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna use the restroom. Minutes. Why are all these bald men attaching themselves to me? How'd you know I'm looking? How many tranks take this guy out? Shit. Fall asleep, my boy. Yes. There he goes. Bye. Why? My controller died! My controller died! Yeah, I'm sure he loved that. What the fuck? Guillermo, baby!
It's flawless.
What the fuck just happened? Did I have a stroke? I think I had a stroke. What the fuck? I keep falling.
Is there a talent for that? You have a stroke talent?
Oh my god, now I got hit by a car. What is happening? Everything's going wrong so quickly.
Yeah, you gotta spec into the stroke resistance talent.
I do. I didn't mean to do that. Korskin Brothers, your service. Glances up, irritated. You the new fluffer? Yes, I am the new fluffer. Sure am.
What the devil? Why is there a fly in my suit? I was waiting. I had an eye out for you. Didn't see you come in. How is it you're here?
Is he okay? Did he die? Eat for you.
Look on the ground. Look on the ground. It's actually pretty amazing.
I know, Kevin, I know to look at the ground. Your most sent was... I fucked up so bad on that one. That was so bad. God, only 1%. That, don't even say it. God damn it. It's because I told them that I was fucking Mecha Man and I lost one base, so I was down yet another motherfucker. Only 1% of people were worth... Put my hair up. Alright. I washed my hair today. That's why it's all kinds of different things going on. Different textures. I need to get a haircut. I have like no style in my hair anymore. Anyway, what are we doing? I don't fucking know. Let's go. Thank you. I'm back. My throat hurts. Legitimately. Did not expect to sign up for so much reading. Alright. Observe. Grandpa's gums are bleeding slightly and its skin seems overly dry. It may need a food packed with vitamin C. A kiwi fruit would be an excellent remedy. I have just the thing for you, Grandpa! Have you heard of the Emily is Away series? No. Grandpa's scurvy! Hey, what, you know, we were talking about, like, what was I saying earlier? Like, we were talking about, like, moisturizing and shit like that. I know, weird. But, one of the things I've learned, if you suffer from dry lips, 2 things. Besides, like, you know, lip balm. But, you shouldn't rely on, lip balm. It's vitamin C and water. You're dehydrated. Guarantee. Drink a lot of water and make sure you're getting some vitamin C in. It'll help. That's actually a first sign of scurvy. A gray tuber. Grandpa happy. I drink so much water, my lips are so. You might not have enough vitamin C. Do you drink? Have an orange. I take vitamin C supplements. Yeah, you're around fiberglass swap. Is there vitamin C in this? There's 8 grams of fiber in it. No shit. Oh, 6. That's 6. I can't read. It says 6 grams of fiber. Actually, I need to go get more of these. The store that I get these from, like, I drink Gamer Subs. I don't like Gamer Subs. Well, I've never had Gamer Subs. I've had G Fuel, which I would assume is the same. I don't like the powdered drink stuff because all the sediment settles at the bottom, and then because I don't drink my drinks that fast, so I'm having an Olipop. I do want to get more of these. I like them. Nice. Oh, he wants one more food. Grandpa, I'm sorry. I didn't know you wanted 2 more. You want more food? Hey, buddy. Here, have my potato. All right, there you go. We fed Grandpa. I was like slim interior fiberglass, that's what I'm saying. G Fuel leaves me jittery. I mean, I just don't. I had like a bunch of G Fuel from like one time I bought it because honestly I just wanted the. I got a Macho Man tumbler that they had, and so I bought some with it, and I didn't. It took me forever to get through it. I didn't really like it. I've considered picking up Gamer Subs, but then like. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna like it. I have some stuff that, like, I have some energy supplement. It's like it's not like pre-workout or anything. It's just like an energy thing. Instead, like it's like non-caffeinated ones, and I don't drink those either. I just don't like. I'll have one of these every now and again, but aside from that, I just drink coffee and water. Alright, life. Fictionally is an interesting game. Plays through a MySpace style interface set in the early 2000s. Good nostalgia trip, but all reading via Messenger windows. You just want me to lose my voice at this point. Life. I'm down. Is it a scary game? Helps keep me off soda. Hey, if it helps keep you off soda, that's great. I want to do scary games, but I'll look into them. I don't drink soda usually, but I like something fizzy. Like I do like a carbonated water. I'll get like a mineral water sometimes. I kind of learn pretty fast. I don't really like soda. Like I'll drink a Dr. Pepper. I like Dr. Pepper every now and again, but then I get kind of tired of it. And I notice that with a lot of like flavored drinks, I get really tired of it. When I used to drink alcohol a lot, besides like I would have whiskey and ginger, that was like my go-to, or gin and ginger. Those were the two. And I would use sugar-free ginger ale, so I can't, or zero sugar, a can of dry ginger ale. That's what I used. I actually really liked a michelada. Didn't like Bloody Marys that much because I don't like vodka that much, but I did love a michelada. So I could drink Clamato for sure. I like savory things, so I'll drink broth. It's probably not a good streaming kind of game. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So I don't know how everyone feels about their time in high school. Might be fun to relive that area. Yeah, maybe. It's kind of neat, actually. I like the idea. Let's go, lesbians. All right. Life, part of vocabulary and vocalization module P29. Concept formation. General pronunciation, comments none. Module comments, see below. At week 3 of growth number 24, Whiskers appeared to recall some information from a previous growth cycle. We cannot be sure that this was really the case. For all we know, what we interpreted as it recollecting this information was really it drawing semantic content from one of our recollections of it and redeploying it without rationality or contextualization. For the sake of our safety and the sake of the scientific inquiry, we are attempting to draw out from Whiskers whether it somehow retains knowledge from previous cycles in its morpholactic nucleus. Oh my god. Morpholactic nucleus. That's what I say to that. We did not think it was possible the nucleus, though complex and incredible in its regenerative abilities, was capable of this, and that the nerve network that grew from it made up the base of Whisker's mind. If it's not obvious, my throat's starting to give out. So we are now attempting to ask Whiskers as best we can if it has ever died, or what it might remember if it did. Dude, this is a fucking wild game. Like, in a good way. I really like how, like, weird it is. Hi, Grandpa! I can't see anything else. Oop. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I did that by accident. It's definitely touching on some pretty dark shit. Sorry, Grandpa. Let's go back. There we go. Indecision. Indecision, part of vocabulary and vocalization module F23, theory of mind. General pronunciation comments, articulation problems, possible trouble with diphthongs. He's saying he's proud of you. Aww. Grandpa's what happens to the little guys in murder trivia party when they don't survive the game. Fuck. We're introducing the latest growth of Whiskers. It's such a shame that fucking Jackbox is just ruined by Twitch. Like, I don't mind playing in stream in like in our Discord. We could do a Discord. Satilla the Pen, welcome. Thank you for the follow. I don't mind doing that like in Discord, like privately with us, but like I will never do that on stream ever again. Every single time I've done it on Discord, or sorry, I've done it on Twitch, the worst of the fucking worst come out. Like truly the worst. Yeah, like I mean, what if we've had so far? Like we've had people drop the N-word multiple times. And it's like, what the fuck? And then on top of that, what's weird, what's always been bizarre about it is
let's
like,
not repeat some of them.
I'm not. I just said I'm not.
I know, because I was there for one of them. It was bad.
I know, I was there.
So bad.
But like, it's weird because like people will like lie in wait for those. It's very strange. We are introducing the latest growth of Whiskers to more subtle social cues and testing its ability to judge mental states of participants in conversation. The semantic content that flows to Whiskers via its psi field is still becoming muddled and slipped without distinction into conversation, although our intention isn't of instilling in it a solid theory of mind will perhaps make it begin to understand what we do not know what it knows and know what we are without our control sending to it. Sorry, it like if I click out it just instantly minimizes. Oopsie poopsie. One would think a theory of mind seems to develop as part of its maturation process. In order to hunt sapient beings, it must be able to deceive them. In order to deceive, it must be able to make certain metacognitive judgments, for example, if their deception appears to be working or how one ought to be deceived. We may never see it develop a theory of mind anytime soon, as Dr. Har has disallowed a cycle of Whiskers growth to live into the beginnings of maturity. I want to try to communicate with Grandpa. The inner grandpa. Though still not fully formed is revealed, it may be fruitful to speak with it if it can respond. I hate the Caleb, Barry, and Hunter time to cheese.
I feel like you're just here for the zip line.
What?
All you do all day is go on the zip line.
Yes! Thank you! I feel like you're just here for the zip line. Kevin, you missed the zip line. That's probably the one
Someone
thing.
play the zip line?
Yeah, someone played the zip line.
Nice. That's the best one. I think you're just here for the zip line.
Thank you, Commander. Ask about Wish. Look at that, Kevin.
Whoa, that looks creepy.
Grandpa still struggles somewhat to speak due to its underdeveloped tongue, mouth, and jaw. However, it manages to rasp out an answer. Hunger is not enough. On the walls of the cave of the Auroch can be hunger transformed. Desire is fulfilled by pain. Anyway, you hate the Caleb, Barry, and Hunter time to cheese. He's awful in Night Green. It's like kind of like everyone agrees to just avoid if you can. Your grandpa doesn't have the right words. Right now I can only say I love you. Is he ginger root? Love is not enough though. Desire is not enough. Project it outwards. Make it true to yourself. If only in symbol, then it will be enough. For me and for you. Ask about Grandpa's shell. Grandpa still struggles to speak. Okay. Something to grow in. My skin is not the doll's skin. My skin is not like your skin either. I can still feel your eyes on me inside my shell. I have many eyes to see, but I don't need them as much as I need your eyes, with which I can understand as seeing me. There is a cycle of attention. You give me myself, but I am still not that. Slowly I form a human shape, and you see me more as human, and I become that. Ask what the biohazard bin. They kept putting me in a box, sleeping and then set a light, and then in a box in the corner, in the darkness. Most of you couldn't read then. The scribe came and wrote what everyone said. They wrote on strips of bark and then with thin reeds. No, it was not that. It was a paper posted somewhere. It had words to open the box. I was half dead in the box. The part of me that dies was put there for a long time. As part of me and other things that they threw in a refuse pile, papers they discarded. Interesting. Ooh. It's about language. Grandpa is Yagastath. What's that? Grandpa's old. My lives were easier before I made myself to speak, and before you made clothes to wear and rules to obey. Your grandpa remembers. I don't know why I said father. I have learned much in many lives and deaths. Keep speaking with me. I love talking with you and learning from you. And it helps your grandpa so much. Soon I will be everything you would like me to be. Right, let's go to the kitchen. I got a pear! I love a pear. Strawberry. This is a very quaint game. I really like it. What do you think of it, Kevin?
Yeah, I think it's cool actually. I like it.
The time I have to spend compiling an evaluation on Adrian is almost up, and I still can't say what to make of her changes in mood. It is, of course, the case that children of Adrian's age are nowhere near finished learning and growing. I may have to simply be happy that Adrian was able to improve her attitude. However, something in the odd and occasionally grotesque stories she continues to bring up to me still strike me as meaningful. Oh, the Dunwich Horror, okay. You're the week bin, Adrian. Grandpa's almost ready. He's almost finished. Well, sort of. He's almost as big as his shell now. He has a face, and he can talk pretty well. And almost has legs. I see. As before, I have to put down the story she told me as best as I could. Once again, Adrian told me about growing her grandpa. Okay. What's that? Soap. What, I can make him wash his mouth out? Meaning? another bulbous growth. Interesting. It just keeps growing. Flatbread. I think one of the days I forgot to check the kitchen, by the way. Kind of dawned on me. I think the second week I forgot. I'm a little annoyed with myself, Kevin. What if Grandpa starves?
It's alright.
A mushroom symbol. All right. Grandpa! Let's go to the kitchen first. Jackfruit. Naturally. Apple. Oh, I found all the food. I got an achievement. I hope when Grandpa is grown, he gives us a bag of Werther's. Dude! Oh man, I could put away a bag of Werther's. I hope so too. Where's all this trash keep coming from? That's what I want to know, right? Who's making a mess, Grandpa? No, we already did that. Okay. All right. We're gonna teach Grandpa. Symbol. Meaning part of vocabulary and vocalization module J15. Metacognition, higher thought. General pronunciation comments. There is nothing. Module comments. There appears to be nothing written here. Or if there was, it was thoroughly erased. Interesting. Grandpa. Did that change? Kevin, look. Kevin, look at Grandpa. Look at my Grandpa. Kevin? Wow.
One second. I gotta remove
All right. Part of, all right, metacognition, higher thought. No. All right. We further delve into abstraction with Whiskers, partially or perhaps for the most part, for the purpose of determining the origin of its recollections that precede its death. Dr. Hart has begun to theorize that in the process of death, the structure of Whiskers is compressed back into the morphylactic nucleus. Sorry. I don't know why I said meta. And then later, upon reestablishing the nerve netting that is laced through its spines, is slowly reassembled and redeployed as needed. I do not think this is the case, for I can plainly see that for growth cycles in which Whiskers is not receiving our pronunciation and vocabulary lessons, that its capacity general for comprehending its environment is greatly diminished. And in the simulated conversations that we carry out, Whiskers struggles greatly or else does not participate. In any case, we will press on with our lessons and heed Dr. Hart's caution regarding terminating the growth cycle before Whisker's allotted growth time passes. If it appears to be becoming just a little too competent at appearing human. He seems fatigued and anemic. Oh, it wants meat. Remember what the note said, no meat. No meat for Grandpa, Kevin. Don't feel bad for me that. That's true, he'll turn into a gremlin.
Okay.
Or you can't get him wet, he'll multiply. He grunts in appreciation and locomotes towards its favorite corner. Look at Grandpa in his little corner. Seems fatigued. He really wants me to give him meat. I wonder how many weeks this game is. Oh, come in. Hi, Adrian. It's good to see you. Aren't you a little early? No matter. I suppose I have some time now. How have you been? How's your grandpa doing? That's why I wanted to talk to you. Something happened. Oh, what happened? Nothing bad, I hope. No, nothing bad. Just different, I think. Maybe even good. Well, I'll tell you about it. Well, last night, something woke me up. There was this noise at first. It was like it came from the walls. I could hear it from my bedroom. But there was something else. Something calling. I could hear it just barely. I was afraid somehow Grandpa hurt himself, so I had to go and find out. The vent. Kevin, the vent.
Oh.
I went downstairs in the vent. The place where I first found Grandpa, or what I grew him in, was open. Do you remember how I told you about the vent in the ceiling behind the bars? I was thinking he had climbed into it. He gotten so big he could have done that. Maybe he's gotten trapped somehow in the vent. I had to go see. Am I gonna fucking die? I got inside. I heard the calling again more clearly this time. Grandpa was definitely in the vent somewhere. Dude, why am I in the vent? I could feel him. I could feel him hearing my thoughts. I got that weird feeling that sets air. And in the air, I had to go forward. No, you don't! You crazy little bitch! Ah! It's touching me. This is horrible. As I moved in closer, the vent had stuff in it. The kind of slimy, hairy stuff Grandpa would leave around a lot. Ew. He's definitely close. Is that Grandpa? Something at the end. But it wasn't Grandpa. It's like he made it through. I'm gonna do it for the Werthers. Oh, dude. We should get some Werthers, Kevin. It was slumped in the corner, had a weird mouth, and had lungs on the outside, and drew in just enough air to call out. Just stopped. Stopped breathing. Something was hanging over me. Then I woke up in my bed. In your bed. Adrian, sounds like it was quite a dreadful dream. Are you alright, by the way? Your face is twitching, like you're having... That's not her. I'm fine. It's just Grandpa, you see. Took me a little bit to figure it out, but... Later, when I was brushing my teeth, I saw one of Grandpa's whiskers just poking out in the space under my... Oh my god! I started to remember how in the vent he hid inside of me. It was so fast, I could barely remember. But soon I started to feel him sliding around in my head. Behind my forehead and behind my eyes and nose. It doesn't hurt at all, it's just ticklish. I'm glad I can be with him. Oh, I can feel him now. Kevin? I think he wants to meet you.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you hearing this?
What is that? Part of him is moving down my arm?
Oh. Starting to get worried, Adrian. You really should not be twitching like this. I should walk you to the nurse's office. Come in. Let's go. You should really meet him. I've told him so much about him. Here. What are you doing? Adrian, you're starting to look very ill. Please just wait. Just stay still. He's gathering, waiting at my fingertips. Why do you look like that? You don't have to be afraid. Look. Well, that was very rude. So I'm assuming the other ending is we poison him. Huh. Oh, that's why it said he wanted meat. He ate her. Or maybe not he didn't eat her, but it did say that not to feed it meat. What a fucking cool game, dude. I loved that. I really liked that. So there's two other... I missed a document. I might go through it on my own later. What a neat little game. I really liked that. I'm very glad we played that. My throat hurts, but I really liked that game. What'd you guys think? Yeah. GG's. I liked it. It's made by one dude. Yeah, I kind of gathered it was made by one dude. Cool shit, man. I liked it. I like that a lot. Okay, we should try something a little different. Something with less reading for me. I like reading, but 2.5 hours. But I mean, so I'd say it's about a couple hour game. That's not bad. I think I spent like $3. Hold on, let me see. It's a $5 game. Oh, you get the soundtrack, dude. I do like it. All right. The water one has a bit of reading in it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that now. I'm not gonna do another one. I don't think I could do that, man. I'd have to like give my throat a little bit of a rest. Okay. What kind of game should we do next? Kev?
Wait, say that again.
What kind of game should we do next?
Horror, yeah, one of those horror ones.
Thanks, Kevin.
You know,
Elden
maybe
Ring
Elden
doesn't
Ring,
have-
Night Rain or something, or
Oh my god, Kev.
I was just kidding. Pick one of the other ones that you got. I don't know. The thing is, I don't remember what the name of it was that you had. God.
I have a bunch. I'm just looking at them. What could be? Martha is Dead. Do that. Have you heard of the Northern Journey? That's a good non-reading game. Let me see. I'm pretty sure the Callie is reading. That's just like the one I'm like trying to avoid right now is look at the games that I just got recommended. Jesus Christ. Kevin.
Oh.
Sorry. Do you mean the Northern? Is it this one? I'm not playing that. Don't say anything. All right. Yeah, I'll definitely check this game out. God, what a fucking eyesore that is. But I'm not gonna play it right now because I really don't want to fuck my throat up. There's God's Basement. Kevin and I started this a long time ago. Let's see. Let's see, observation duty? I don't think so, no. No. I have observer. Oh. Just Northern Journey. Oh, interesting. What a little... I'll take a look at one later, but I'm not buying anything right now, but for sure I'll take a look at it later. I want to go through what I have. I could start something longer or creepy shift.
Camera, action. Coming home tastes different for everyone. I'll crash at my uncle's place for a bit. Make some quick cash, and then move on.
That's an old fairy tale. My mom used to read it to me when I was a kid.
You little crybaby!
Step by step, room by room. If the truth is hiding here, I'll find it.
go through what I already own. That's what I'm trying to look at. That's it. Cause like, dude, I have so many games. It's like stupid. So I would rather play something I already own right now. And before I grab more. Trying to start a Final Fantasy 8 triple triad run. Don't fucking tempt me. Don't tempt me at all. Scrolling through. Don't need that.
I jive with that.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Exit 8. I could do Fears to Fathom. Oh no, I'm not doing Fears to Fathom. Kevin bought me that as a joke. I'm not doing that. I do have Dredge, yeah. Kevin got me that as a joke. Kevin got me a few games as a joke, and I'm like, I'm not playing that. Fears to Fathom.
Which one?
The Fears to Fathom games. They're like based on real stories, and a lot of them are just like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable playing them. Do you have Arctic Eggs? We could do Arctic Eggs. Let's do Arctic Eggs. Something different. I don't know if it's a horror game though. I thought it was just like more surreal. Division 2. Shut the fuck up. Is the game not working? Game's frozen. There we go. That's a little bit. There we go. That was weird. It was frozen. Ah! What the fuck? Oh my god. This is bullshit. I think the game's broken. What the hell? Am I having like issues with the game? What's going on? Oh, it's an actual problem. Game's not running. Hold on, let me look this up. See if there's something. Arctic eggs. They said no eggs. It's like real life. My game was working fine. No screen is completely white. Hello, MV Psycho. Welcome. We're trying to get our game to work and it's not working. We're gonna have to. Okay, I'd have to roll back my driver. I don't really want to do that though. Okay, let's do a different game. That didn't work out. We'll come back to it. Ah, bummer, dude. What the fuck? I don't need this anymore either. Thanks. Cool name. Thank you. You have a cool name too. All right. So, what else can we do? Hi. What do you guys think? So, we can do. I think the cat lady is gonna be too much reading. We just did a long game or a lot of reading for like 2.5 hours. So I want to find something that's less reading. Arctic Eggs isn't working, so we gotta figure out a different game, guys. We have How Fish is Made. Let's do How Fish is Made. What a bummer, man! I was looking forward to that. Please don't do it. Do not, for the love of God, do not flashbang me again. Fish. Warning, potentially disturbing subject matters and trypophobia. Arctic Eggs is about penguins. I don't know. It wasn't working. I just got flashbanged. Kevin, look. Kevin!
Whoa. Oh yeah, this is the one that I wanted to play. That one, right? Remember? But it wouldn't have been good.
Oh, shit. Oh, here we go. Oh, hello, you just dropped. Ha! Tell me, are you going up or down? You'll have to make up your mind by the end. Even the oiliest of us have to, so don't flatter yourself with your choice. Ha! Where am I going? Don't worry about that. Just, which is it, up or down? Ooh, guys, are we going up or down? Chat, we going up or down? I think we should go down. I think too, Stegosaurus. Kev?
Yeah.
Up or down?
Up.
Ooh.
No.
Down? Should we do down?
Is it a slip and slide?
I don't fucking know. We started
down.
by going down. That's true. You know what? That's good point. Good point. Are you sure? Yeah, bitch, you asked me. I'm sure. So no head? By the way, the machine can't talk to you. So you shouldn't talk to it. Haha. She's going down! Dude, don't get me started. We might do another Cyberpunk run too. We're probably gonna do, I don't know when. Could be this year. We could do another Cyberpunk playthrough and Mass Effect. I want to do both. Actually, I really want to do Mass Effect just to be an asshole, because Kevin still hasn't beaten Mass Effect 2, and I think that I could start. I could start through I could probably play through Mass Effect 1 through 3 all over again. No, Andromeda, go fuck yourselves. And be done before Kevin beats Mass Effect 2. Up. You look like a smart guy. You also know the way. The way is one way, and the way that way is up, and ain't no two ways about it. I've always known it's up. I never asked. I never changed. I never lied. Let me hear you sing it. I like to hear it. Where you going? We're going down, bitch. What you say? Come again? Down. What will happen to you? Will it hurt? Will it stop? Oh well. Oh no. What fortune should we meet? Do not be foiled by that one. He is lost, so like many other, we can only poetry them. I can see you are in awe of my throne of inspiration. It clung to me one day, much like all my ideas, to complete and undeniable. Complete and undeniable. Renegade life, hell yeah. Do another. I like, I have fun as a Vanguard. Do you like? No. Take it in as much as you like. It is confirmation of my most oily brain. Do tell, what blind groping has brought you by choice? Be forewarned, I did a lot of thinking to know which is indeed the correct way. All answers come to me very quickly. Such is my burden. Would you like to know? It might change your entire word view. It is down. Yes, this I know for sure. But how, I hear you ask? Let me explain. No. It is simply too complex for you to phantom. My methods are beyond simple minds. I have never, ever thought of a single reason to question myself. Can you believe it? No, you cannot. I love this fish. I am elated to have saved you from making a father embarrassment of yourself. Just think of me as your guide, mentor, and sage. You're welcome. Thank you. Hi! What you doing? Ah! Oh, hello. Wait, over there. Cool. Like this game is gonna make you read a lot and it's wrong words, not sure. Thanks, Fish Daddy. He is our sage. Our mentor. I know. I'm gonna be reading a lot again, guys. What have I done to myself? Whee! Oh! Kevin!
What?
Slip aside. Behold! What do we do to deserve bearing witness of such glory? It must mean something. But what? What is he trying to say? Oh! I've been groped through my noggin and sob. I've cried every detail. I don't understand the message. There must be a way out of this creature's stomach. Answer is here. It looks down upon us. Oh, I'm in something. What is it revealing? Down. Yes, I see it. Can you see it? It has to be. Behold! Behold! It swallowed us down, so we must keep going down. First, I must get inside. I must be cleansed of this untainted substance. Join me. Wash with me in this purity. I think he's dead, Ace. Excuse me. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Don't touch that. Somebody help me. Ah! Uh-oh. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Kill the fish, Kevin. My brethren. Dude, fuck, Steg, exactly. We need shrooms. This is a game for shrooms, Kevin. He was 3 days away from fish retirement. Been a long time since I've done shrooms. It's the only thing I'm willing to do again. Scared me. Mouthwash. This is actually made by the same people who did mouthwashing. Ah! Fortune that you dropped into this most protective of places. Yeah, that's why I found it. Because I really enjoyed mouthwashing. Oh, there's like a little there's a parasite inside of him. Him? Why, me and my friendo go way back. I ate his tongue and we've been coworkers ever since. I'll bet you we've got a lot of learnings we could share. I've always say, you gotta get passionate about something. Me? I'm passionate about friendship. I want to be there for people as much as possible. It's like my buddy here always says, teamwork is the soul of success. I think that's beautiful. Well, by golly, I've been struck by the most brilliant of ideas. Would you mind if I could incentivize you with a little musical stylings of my own creation? My friendo does so enjoy a little show tune here and there. Alrighty then, hold on to your gills. Kevin!
It's definitely weird.
Here's some motherfuckers in black box medication. So holding guard just got my attention seeking ideations. Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to read all this. Oh yes, you'll be buried with it. Do right, follow that plan. Written on the side of the can. So obvious until it isn't. Yeah, man! I can do what they couldn't. Tell them, friendo. I'm in a hole. I'm on a stage. A performance. A real shame. Killing time, living with it. Just living with it. It's so cute. With it. Oh yes, you'll be buried with it. Oh yes, you too. You'll be buried with it. You'll be buried with it. Kevin, this is a shrooms game.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it.
Okay, see you. Bye. Thank you for that. Okay, this is a great game. puts me in the mood for mackerel. Let's go get some fish. Oh yeah, a can of tuna. We should have fish tomorrow. Actually, your mom gave me a lot of salmon, so I should eat some of that. Uh-oh. I don't think they're alive anymore. Should get a tuna steak. I love swordfish, actually. A little high in cholesterol, though, but it's good. Ooh. Why do you deserve it? Will you be able to live with it? Try and try and try and try and try again. Ah, those double action hinges have always been there just for you, right? You'll come back. Everyone does. Weak. Or you'll go looking. One way or another, right? Weak.
Oh shit. What
okay, first off, I'm not weak.
I didn't mean. I picked up the recall potion and it ported me by accident. I clicked to like.
Kevin.
Oops.
Swordfish
I
is great.
was innocently mining in Terraria and I fucking accidentally ported back to town. My bad. I started talking about it.
It's fine. Hello. It's time. Choose. We're going down, baby! I see. Do you understand yet? This privilege of choice has been given to a worthless critter like you. This is a gift, not the outcome. Did the uncertainty scare you? Or does it scare you more to know there's no choice for you at all? Then all of this would have been for nothing. He's talking, I can hear him. But wouldn't it feel better? Don't flatter yourself. I'll tell you a secret. You've already made your choice. This is not about making a decision. It's about a test of conviction. Have you strayed from your path? Have you been honest and true to your truth, even to others? Did you believe me just now? I'm just a fish in an imposing room. Good enough, right? I like your style, man. This is really it, huh? I'll level with you. Ain't real sure I could do this. Did you run into that smart-talking fellow back there? He sure as you knew what he was talking about. You know, if I was still doing egregious amounts of psychedelics, I think I'd be... I probably think I was the fish right now. I know, that's what I'm saying, dude. What's up? Here I've always been thinking I'm the biggest thing in the water. Look at me now, big old boy shivering like a scramp out in the blue. Ha! Anyway, thought I'd keep track of how many fish went in or either direction would help. Not sure I did it all, let me tell you. Ricky, you want to hear how many have gone which way? Not really. Right on, partner. Swim your own way. I'm going down, baby! I don't really care. Do you? Down is blue, right? Let's do it. I'm ready. We're going down. You know, I always always hated the hearing. Don't worry, a lot of people are going through the same thing. You're not alone. There's a selfish barbed wire inside my chest that coils up at that. No, my pain is more tragic, grander, deeper, if only you knew. That's not true, of course. I hate talking about it. Because I hate people who talk about it. And that's not very nice. It's not okay. It's not how you can be without all this. It's not romantic, but at least it's true. Don't worry, a lot of people are going through the same thing. And that's what makes it the best USB yet. Thanks for playing. Can anything beat home for cooking straight off the conveyor belt? These fish are so fresh, they might give you a little wink and jump right off the plate into your mouth. Ain't no meal can be kicked into high gear with the addition of nature's own flavor torpedoes. It's so indulged in the oiliest, saltiest sardines. Oh, they're salt sardines. Every day by our ingeniously creative kitchen artists. Take pride in knowing that you help bring these little troopers to our plates. Friends, that's not flattery. Can we go up now? I mean, might as well, right? Play expansion. Oh. We're not done. Oh shit. Oh my god, is this like Katamari? Just make me want to play Katamari right now. Look at me, look at you, we done it! We're special, bigger, shinier, and now I can only get better. Your eyes will be my mouth, your tongue will be my fins. More is more is more is more. Devour your smallness, fill the void, consume! Yeah! Every part of you is every part of me. Hell yeah, brother! Woo! Uh-oh. The hell's that? Seriously, I love Katamari. Kevin, have you ever played Katamari? I don't think Kevin has. That's how you make a sushi roll. There you go. Ayo. Are we just gonna keep going? I wonder if I'm... Oh. Okay, I was like about to say, like, are we like just going in... Oh shit. Oh my god! It's easy to get on this boat when you have to. It's, you say to yourself, it's just temporary. It's curly. Just until I get what I need. Got bigger things planned. Then suddenly you're 1 year in, 5 years, 10. Suddenly I couldn't stand the constant noise. Now I can't sleep without it. A lot of things can't follow you out here. But it also means the outside world moves without you. Won't even notice until it's too late. Easy to get on. Hard to leave. Consume! No! Okay. Yep. This is fine. No, I'm just in the mood for fish. Best source of your stream. Good night. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Batman. Ah, my foot's asleep. Ah, that's the worst feeling. Ah, no. Ugh. It's the worst feeling in the world when your foot falls asleep. I'm just gonna keep going, I guess. Oh, finally. Oh, there's something. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. Hold on. Oh, wait. Is that where I have to go? I'm just dumb. Nope. There we go. Oh my god, okay. Hey, don't touch nothing. Come on, go find your own. Those are things, you know, good could be. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Half shiny inside, nothing can compare. Come with you, I don't need you to get big. Look at me, I'm the biggest. Just to pretend. It's happiness, it's all my consume. Now I'm the biggest, I should be eating you. You wanna hear a joke? 3 men are in the hospital. The first man cries out. I lost both my hands. They told me I'll never work again. Second man wails. I lost both my legs. They told me I'll never work again. Third man, he rejoices. I lost my hearing. They'll never be able to tell me I'm fired again. Good one, huh? Oh. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. Oh. I'm assuming this one now. Probably big enough to do it. Oh my god. Oh, here's mouthwashing. Alright, let's go around. Nice. So this apparently came out before mouthwashing, so that's interesting. I want to get back. I don't. Why did I have to come here? We belong in the other place. What was it? Left or right? I don't know. It was scary, but I'm all alone. Look at you. I can help. I see perfectly clear. Nothing can touch us if we're together. Soon. Everything goes around and around again. Alright, let's start collecting. Like getting harder to move. I think we can leave now. Uh-oh, down I go. Oh shit. Oh, I'm too big. Hey, buddy. Hold on, give me a second. Now, next comes spite. First, it stares back at you in the mirror. then it's those around you. They're wearing your face and you're theirs. You know, he joined because of me. What were the words I used? Ah, right. It's a great opportunity. Easy money. Just a trip or two. Someone else's words in my mouth. Hey, worked on me as well, right? Change hurts. Worst things fester for a long time. I told him as much. I tried, I really did. We're defined by our past and not slaves to it. We said tomorrow will be different. Today would be the last day. The last one. The last one, and then another. And another, and another, and another. Should be nice. Oh, is this like the trailer for mouthwashing? That's cute. Yeah, it's a trailer. We already played mouthwashing though. Nice. That's pretty cool. All right. Very clever way of promoting mouthwash. Or you weren't supposed to see all that. So never mind it. Don't give it a thought. Not a one. Hey now, I got something that will really flap your fins. Yeah, I already did that. Any other... I always... Alright. You see how wishlisting or playing mouthwashing is a clear sign of weak character and demonstrates the lack of initiative to succeed. Insane. I'd hate to see my friend know here get angry with you. Oh, we already... Oh, no, we already own mouthwashing. It just keeps opening the mouthwashing. I can't quit for some reason. Okay, neato. We're done. We are done here.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was neat. That was a fun little game. It was free. Alright. It was free. Very cool. Well, shit. I don't really have much more now because we have a movie night in a little bit. And we're gonna learn more about fish babies. I know, right? But you know what? We got a sick ass fucking musical. That's fucking cool. Sign me up for more musicals in our games. And speaking of fish, I'm not gonna start another one, but because we have a movie night in the Discord, so you guys should come in there. We're gonna watch The Fog, and but some of these others I'm gonna check out. Like I have Saturnalia. That's not a horror game. Actually, this was a really fun game. I played it a little bit in December, and it was a really cool little detective game. I did want to check out this one, but I'll do that another night. Same with Cat Lady. I've heard that's pretty good. And yeah, we'll go through some of these. We'll just go down some of the list and start like knocking some of these out. No, tomorrow I'm gonna do Zero Parades. Zero Parades is tomorrow. I got sent the key. Full disclosure. And it's by Zam. I'm not super thrilled with them, but they sent me the key because I played the demo, and so I just had to fulfill a commitment. I don't say anything nice. But we're going to check it out anyway. You should go pirate Disco Elysium, though. So we'll check that out tomorrow. That's going to be our shit show Sunday. I have some other games I really want to check out, too. I'm really bummed out about this not working. That's fucking weird. Oh, look at the little eggs. Yeah, it's a real bummer that that didn't work. So I'm gonna have to look into this and see. What the hell is that gonna be about? Eggs. But I have like Replaced I want to check out still. This looks like a really fucking cool game. If you guys like Cyberpunk, like and shit, like it's like a side scroller game, but like fuck that. It has such a strong visual presence, so I'm really stoked on that. I might take a break for a bit from Fallout 4 because I'm a little drained of Fallout right now. But I don't know, debate. I reinstalled this one because I wanted to check it out again. Kevin and I played it. Oh wow, in December 2024, so it's been a while. So I'll just start the game all over again. It's a horror game. No, it's like I could check it out again. It's very draining. Full transparency. I'm not really enjoying Fallout 4. I'm gonna keep going, but I'm not really liking it. But I'm gonna take a break. I'll probably go back to Fallout 4 this week because how close are we to beating that game? I know we have all that DLC. There's so much fucking DLC. Oh my god. We'll have to figure it out. I have Narcosis. This was another horror game I picked up like on a whim. It's just like some weird little underwater horror. Because I'm afraid of underwater shit. Picked up Martha's Dead for like $6 or $7. Might do. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some things. I don't know. I'm just kind of like I said, I'm a little like emotionally drained of Fallout. I've been playing Fallout since January. Why it's Twitch doesn't give me a lot of characters, but I can't. Or if you found Railroad, but if you did, that's absolutely 50% of the way done. Yeah, I'm at the Railroad, or I just did it. So okay, maybe what we'll do is we'll finish the game this week. We'll just like speed through the story, and then take a break, and then come back for the DLC. I think that's what we'll probably do, because I just need to cut a little break from it. It's a bit much to go through. It's just long. It's long, and narrative-wise, do not enjoy it. But I have so many things I want to do. We have so many things we want to do. I do want to play Killer 7 too, by the way. I'm going to find out how to get this thing to work without having to downgrade my fucking shit. You're like, how the fuck is... How do I say this in a nice way? There isn't a nice way, so I'm just going to say it. How the fuck is Bethesda so bad at writing characters? I don't know. I do want to check out go back to this one too. Kevin didn't like it, but I liked it. Honestly, I bet say no, it can't be. The game's old. The game came out in like 2015. The moment they gave the character a voice, it was just like out the window with quality. I mean, it's like I was like, trying to say this about like even Skyrim, and I like Skyrim. Like the only thing I remember of like Lydia from Skyrim was I kept Fusro dying her off the fucking mountain. I don't remember anything about like any character. There's no like outstanding character traits, and like their story writing is just like Bethesda's just very like not good at writing. They always happen. Oblivion's the best Bethesda game. Agreed. That's what I can go back to. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna go through some more horror games. I want to do like Onimusha for sure. but they're not on sale. And like I said, I don't really want to pay money right now. But I'm gonna go through some more of these like little weird games that I have, and then we'll just keep going down the list. And yeah, but we're gonna hop in Discord, play. I'm gonna play some Night Arena while we're watching the movie for sure, because Kevin and I are. Yeah. Anyway, so let's see who's streaming right now. Yeah, no, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for listening to me struggle through reading everything. That's always fun.